After all that we've been through, I think it's fair from me to you. Watch it burn as we soar away. Hey, hey. After all is said and done, and I know I am the one, I have waited here forever. But all I know is what I'm told. This feeling cannot be controlled. Watch the stars when I am gone. Have faith in me, real behold. The skies are cast, they are foretold. Watch the stars when I am gone. When I am gone. You carry the world upon your shoulders, for I'm not the only one. How could you look behind now, when everything is done? Oh, you carry the world upon your shoulders, for I'm not the only one. How could you look behind now, when everything is done?
There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in seasons, but all I hear is your voice. I know my limits, you can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line. And I've been counting minutes for quite some time now, just to see you again. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been fighting ways to get away, to see you again, see you again. We got millions of reasons to let it all go. Hope we're not too broken. I know I'm not always strong, and I've been counting days to get away, to see you again,
hello everybody. Oh, that is a very weird way for my chat to exist. Okay, I think I'm just gonna yeet that for a sec. Hello everybody. It's a pleasure to be back. One final cast of the year. Potentially. I think this is my final cast of the year. Don't ask me for sure, because inevitably that means something else will come up in the new year. But we are back. And I'm super excited. We've got another day of Elite FE. This is my third time covering it. Not 100% sure. But, hello, Minnaly. Thank you so much. And you have a good stream as well. Much love to Minnaly. Let me do a quick shout out. The French stream will be over on Minnaly's channel. She's absolutely incredible. So yeah, if you're looking for the French coverage, you got Minnaly. They've got a nice little setup going on over there. I'm just here to provide a little bit of English coverage. Just here for the vibes. And super excited to close this one on out. We'll be watching the games. We don't have groups just yet, which is why I'm doing a little ramble. The likelihood is we will be watching the 95 Vikings game first. I also want to dabble in a little bit of group... is it Group A? Yes, Group A. So, should we actually go through the groups? I think that might work quite nicely. So we're going to watch the 95 Vikings game first, just because I've been told there is a couple of North Americans who wanted to stay up to watch this. So 95 Vikings first, and then we're going to move over to Group A, which is DesperateGirls, Hanbaobao, FlameSharks Fe, and Unity Eclipse, which is exciting. So yeah, we're going to dabble a little bit. We're just going to see where the day takes us. I really don't know what was going on with that chat thing. Why it decided to lay itself out like that, I don't know. But it's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. And there's just a message. We're taking the match of Group C. Group C being... I'm just going to let her know we're watching. Oh, guys, we might not be watching 95 Vikings. Wait, and straight. We might not be watching 95 Vikings, guys. Sorry for all of the random typing. Oh, wrong bracket. Very wrong bracket. Very good point, well presented. Sorry, let me sort that out. Basically, we're not watching 95 Vikings because I think I'm allowed to announce they are the only team that is able to participate in their group. So they automatically qualify for playoffs. So that's easy. That's nice. That's a simple day. Hello, Sir Joman. I am doing wonderful, thank you. How are you? Towards the players, Virginia. No worries. I will watch some. I think we'll watch some Group B games then. No, Group A games. Group A games. Cool. Awesome. Let me update the bracket with the teams we're going to be watching. Delete that bracket. Sorry. Right. So we're gonna watch some Group A. The matches haven't been released just yet, I don't think. We got to wait for the hour for that. But yeah, how's everyone doing? We've finished off most of the women's circuit for the year. we are now just sort of in the late stages. There was an Athena Cup the other day, which I was asked if I could stream. I was unfortunately unable to. I was away in Paris for some really exciting studio work, actually. So that was really nice. But I'm back. Managed to get on in time for the Elite FE7. X Vitality. Pretty cool. Yeah, I'm also, by the way, co-stream on YouTube if you prefer YouTube, just because it means that I don't have to manually upload the VOD. That's it, pretty much. I'd really love the games. So shall I walk you guys through the bracket? Let me walk you guys through the groups. B, Group C, Group D. Okay. So, here's the sitch. Oh, I don't have my camera on this one. One sec. Oh, hello. Sorry, I'm very large. Why did that flip? Okay. This is so scuffed. This is so scuffed, but it's fine. It's fine. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. So, this is Group D. Group D, not playing. I'm curious to see who the other teams were. Oh, Do Not Be Sad. We've seen Do Not Be Sad around. I feel like I know of Montana 666. Also, let me just quickly pull up that so we can see chat. Then we've got Group C, which is Win versus Team Anouk. Don't think I know any of these people, but it's exciting to see new players get into the tournament. Flores played the Athena Cup last Saturday. They did. Unfortunately, I wasn't available to watch that. I was very much busy, which is the unfortunate thing. Group B, which is now we're starting to get into the meat and potatoes. We've got From God FE. Again, a couple of names that we'll recognize. Adelensi. RSC Female. And then we've got teams that you will know. Teams that if you've been around the women's scene, you'll know. Hindsight now with D7 playing. Peter Peanut, who is Pollux. McCary, we all know and love. And Anna, again, all know and love. And then Need a Chance. Need a Chance with either different names or a very different lineup to what we're used to. I know, that's the guy that runs Athena Cups. D7 is back. Yeah, she is. Because this is not the same Need a Chance lineup. Oh, crap. Accidentally got rid of Group B. Oh, thank you very much for the follow. I have no idea why that came through that. I don't know. Everything's going weird. But hello, Hikomi. Hello, lovely. Sorry, I'm just dealing with some technical issues. But then we've got Group A, who I'm likely to be following a little bit more because we've got Jodie here. This is a team that I rate really highly as up-and-comers. But I might jump around groups. a little bit. Let me reopen Group B because I accidentally closed it. Go. Participants, we go. Affinity, hello. That's me. But if anyone feels very passionately, yes, that was my initial thoughts as well. We talk about groups of death. I mean, considering that 95 Vikings automatically qualify, and I'll live with you, I think they probably would have gotten out of this group anyway. It's Lulu. Hello, Lou. Hello, lovely. Lou was there as the team manager for Sakura in Stockholm. Why is it playing those noises when I'm on this screen? Let me go back to this one. There we go. Oh, Tori, hello everyone. Thank you so much for the follows. I really appreciate it. I am very laissez-faire about which games we watch. I was going to watch them in the 95 Vikings because Forks was meant to be staying up to watch them, and also because I've been promised a post-game interview. That's what I'm going to try to do today. I'm going to try to get some post-game interviews and just chat to some people. But yeah, Group A seems pretty stacked, so I'm thinking we'll watch them. Minily and the wonderful ladies and gents over on the French stream are going to be watching Group C, which is Win-Win versus Team Nuke. Group B's. So this is my thoughts, is that Group B's also pretty stacked. But then I realized that Nita Chance, I think, is playing with a completely different lineup here, so maybe it's less stacked than I thought it was. But that's still not a team I'm willing to count out, right? And then Group A is a free-for-all, I think. I feel really bad for the Unity Eclipse players because I don't think I recognize any of these names. I don't think I do. Okay, it's the hour, which means we should have matches. Come on. There we go. Right, so. I think we watch FlameSharks Fe versus DesperateGirls. And then we watch. That's scheduled at 12. Okay. Is anything scheduled for now? Yes, okay. FlameSharks versus Hanbaobao. I think that's the game we watch. I think this is the exciting match. So let me quickly just update stream titles. We're watching FlameSharks Fe versus Hanbaobao update. All cool. Right. Should we get some predictions going? Screw it. Why not? It's festive Christmas time. I'm going to start putting some, like, gentle, festive music in the background. My replay has been unleashed. No, Face It hasn't. I have not played any games on Face It at all. Who wins? It's a best of one, so it's who wins the game. FlameSharks Fe or Hanbaobao. And screw it, I'm going to give you guys 15 minutes because I don't know how long it's going to take. Cool, right, let's get this rolling. First game of the day. Are we feeling good? Are we feeling hyped? I am. I've suddenly had a burst of energy. I think the caffeine's hit. Also, where is my caffeine? There it is. I'm running low on Pepsi, guys. I'm running low on Pepsi. Hopefully this will get me through the day. Right. Where were we? From God, go W. Okay. We've got a From God fan. That's... From God being in Group B. From God being Adelensi. I remember Adelensi. Stilty Lurkisau. Dilsey and Sakira with point coaching. I don't think I recognize them. Disha, best player. I don't think I know Disha. But now that you've mentioned them, I'll have them on my radar for people to be watching out for. I'm thinking, so Lucy Lewis did it last year where she did an HLTV top 20 women, like her own. I'm thinking that I might do one, but do my top 10 players to watch going into 2026, because I've got some thoughts and opinions on some really underrated players. And I think it'd be really cool to shout that out. Like, players like Minxie and Vushtig on 95 Vikings, don't think they get talked about enough. Minxie is an insane AWPer. I mean, I don't know what's going on over there, but I love it. I play with Minxie sometimes, and she's just crazy. And then some other players that I don't think get shouted out anywhere near as much that aren't playing on teams. Or that are playing on teams. Like, players like Emocore, I think, deserve a lot more attention. There's a lot of players that I have a lot of space in my heart that I think deserve some recognition. So I might do a top 10. Right. Can we get into our game? Connect to server. Yes, please. Yes. Is it going to work? Maybe not. Let me... Okay. We're connecting. We're connecting, guys. I've got a HUD as well. I've got a HUD just for you guys. I got another month's subscription to my HUD. Big up to my HUD. Much love to them. Goated with the sauce. And affordable, because your girl is broke at this time of year. Why is it signing me out of my HUD? Why is it signing me out of my HUD? Why are we doing this? Why is this a thing that's happened? One sec, gotta sign back into my HUD, guys. Common problems. Is that my password? No. Is that my password? No. Is that my password? No. What's my password? Here for Mixie, secretly for Affinity 2. Oh, unfortunately, Mixie doesn't play. The positive news for that one is that she doesn't play because she's already qualified. Is it that? That's the HUD. Okay, I used my most basic password. Please no one try and hack my HUD. Server. What do you... Open HUD. Sorry, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Nice. Yeah, right, guys. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Switch to game. It might take a second, but the HUD should appear. Why is the HUD not appearing? That's a problem. Let me fix this. Copy web source. Properties. Refreshment. Ah, it might be that. There we go. Sorry that you have no audio right now. I'll be fixing that one sec. Yeah, so Minxie, basically, TLDR, none of people in their group able to participate. They automatically qualify, which I'd argue is at a kind of a win. One sec. I'm also just quickly going to sort something out because I'm a little bit worried about that coming through on other browser sources. Cool. Right. I have a feeling that that's going to be a little bit of a problem and that this isn't going to work. But we're going to go for it. We're going to go for it anyway. Lock in for the pistol round. Immediately cold her straight up in their face. It's also not changing POVs at all. Oh, it's just not going to like me. Okay, I'm manually doing this. I'm manually doing this. This is going to be a little bit of a pain. Okay. Tess ahead of the smoke. Flash not going to deter her. Running on forward. Cannot deal with cold hurt. There's the swing from Averona. Tess, Maratas all find their picks. And now suddenly it's a little bit of a bloodbath. Tati does find one. But that's all they're going to get in the round. Miley just going to run them down. And a dominant pistol round there for Hanbaobao. Not deterred by any of the utility that they've got going on. I am just making sure that I've got all of the right things set up here. Okay. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm really paranoid that something's going to break. Also, the auto-director, no matter how bad it is just not working on this one. So I'm having to manually do everything. So if you want to watch any players' POV, let me know. Okay. Moraltis taking a lot of space here. Flash goes over the top to give Testerin to work. Oh, a little bit of team damage. Tess gets jump scared by being shot by her own teammate. It happens. I've been there. I'm familiar. Averona and Fatal both find picks with a pistol. Not weapons recovered. Well, the MAC-10 was, but not for long. Fatal, you really don't want to risk overextending to take that. Jodie has got your name and number, and she wants the kills. Spots ahead. Just honestly keeping the attention to allow her teammates to rotate down to the B bomb site. Oh, not expecting Tati. This is a little bit of a problem because now that is 2 weapons recovered, a MAC-10 and a Galil, and they have a flank wide open. I have a feeling, though, this is going to be known by Hanbaobao that realistically they're going to have to rotate down from connector. There's just not the time to rotate anywhere else. Emma swings wide. Emma gets both of them, and it's messy. It's a little bit hairy and scary, but they do convert the pistol. Emma from Bigger Keeper. No, that is M-San. Different player. This is, I actually don't know what nationality Emma is. I think she might... Actually, I really don't know. I'll have with you. I'll have a look in a second, see if I can figure it out. Or if anybody knows. But no, this is not the Emma from Big. Okay. Ooh, Fatal, lovely swing out. And non-committal, they can back away. But Coldheart hangs around waiting to punish that repeat. Very costly Molotov, a lot of health gone. But I don't think they need it when you got 2 opening clicks like that. Important fight going out here. Emma's got the first. Avarona's having a little bit of a spray through the wall here. Isn't going to find anything just yet. Emma's really hunting for this. Her teammate's up on the other side, and I think she might just be a little bit of a distraction. Stormy's got a lovely angle for this, though. I am curious. There's a little bit of fatal action going on here. Lovely stab in the side. That leaves that bomb completely on its own in connector. Could regroup and hit down onto this site with Emma. But again, really worried. You've got Coldheart who's available to rotate down. Stormy who's repositioning as well. Not that she's had to. They've got no idea what's waiting on site for them. Actually, there's not too much waiting on site directly. So if they hit it quickly, they might buy themselves a relatively free bomb plant. Emma is going to be clearing for this. Lovely shots. Averona decides not to swing. Emma's going to go hunting for this. Anyway, round the corner. Of course, I picked the wrong player to spectate there, but now Miley has to deal with the player in Sniper's Nest and the player on the left and the player on the right. No walking away from that with your life. That's unfortunate. Really needed that second player just to watch one of the angles, but even then, the triple swing is unmatched. Defuse comes on through, and that is going to be the bonus round stolen away from Hanbaobao. But again, it's the bonus. It's chill, we're vibing. Don't question it. I went on a 3-week Pepsi Max detox and I missed it, okay? I need the caffeine. I need something in my life, you know? Okay. Smoke's over the top. I'm really not sure what that's smoking, but Stormio mows them down. I think Stormio wants a little bit more. Jodie just run and guns onto the site. She's still alive. No, she's not. Okay, well, 3k for Stormio and 2 kills for Tatty. This is very difficult spectating and casting. I don't know how some people do it. I really don't. Is the audio balanced enough, by the way? Is everyone happy with the volume of caster mic to game audio? Just let me know otherwise. Okay. Down. Ooh, there's going to be a little bit of a fight here. Coldheart's got the AWP online, so does Miley. Audio is stellar. Oh, that's good to hit, that's good to hit. I've not screwed it up for once. Right. Heavy lean here over towards B. Stormy going to be the first one. Oh, does find Jodie. Is going to get traded by Moraltis there, though. You see Coldheart just wanting to back away. Molotov to put a little bit of space to stop them peeking this. Miley's got long control, but, I mean, Tess is there to swing off of her. The bomb, however, is nowhere near. So, a little bit disjointed of an opening round. Sorry, a little bit of a yawn here. Yawn. Bomb's going to get rotated up. Jump spot, still not going to spot anything just yet. Ooh, head spotted. Tess looking to... Can hear the footsteps bank. There's the player on site to deal with, and that's going to give her team all of the room to work with. That's carved a path right up to the site. Ichi goes over. It's not going to do very much. Not what it needs to. And Tess just honestly holding the line here. I mean, Moraltis has heard the flank. Tati caught on out. Smoke for one side, and they're just actually going to let this be dealt with by Miley round the corner. Lovely peek. And if you're cold hurt, I think you just want to hold on to the AWP here. Yep, there's the back away. 5 HP, you're going to have to get really far away. Why am I still hearing... One sec. I'm still hearing the noises from alerts, even though I've... You know what? I'll figure it out in a sec. Sorry about that, everyone. Why is it so delayed as well? Sorry, one sec. I'm trying to figure out this issue. I'm just gonna turn off alerts, I think. Might be the smart thing to do. Sorry, guys. I'm assuming you can hear that as well, which is weird. Alert box. Sound volume, 0%. Save settings. Cool. Hopefully that'll do. Sorry about that. Cold and very hurt, indeed. Oh, and I haven't missed any of the action. Right. Back into the game. Moraltis. Singing the wings. No, Fatal's not AWPing Cold Hurt is, which she's been known to do. Oh, what did I miss? I missed a team kill and Jody taking down. Oh, guys, we've got the goat angle again. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Bomb goes down. Immediately the swing. Miley stuck on site. Tess, lovely find. Knows there's a little bit of trouble. I guess you could, she says help sewers. Elite Bowl reference. Different game, but if you're familiar with just esports controversy in general. And then again, I think this... Actually, they're not going to go for the save on this one. A little bit of a tap, little bit of a spray. Maybe just try and hold them inside. Walls are just a concept, they aren't real. The walls aren't real, they can't hurt you. Yep, that's another round on the board for Hanbaobao. Lovely done. Miley goes down to the bomb. Jody has got the AWP in hand, though, so that's the only real concern in that round. Predictions are about to end. You've got 3 seconds if you want to get it back in, get any points in, but there we go. Done a dozen. Very evenly matched on that one, actually. Oh, shit, I forgot to message my boyfriend. Happy birthday. Not happy birthday. Good morning. Very different sentiments. I don't have a delay right now with Face It. Is the CSTV not delayed? Is it not delayed? I should be streaming the playoffs as well. Yes, I should be streaming all of it. Is this not delayed? Might have to restart the stream in a second because apparently I don't have a delay. I thought CSTV had a baked-in delay. I thought I had a baked-in delay. So I'm just trying to figure out if I do have a delay or not. I might have to put a delay on in a sec. I thought the spectators on Face It automatically had a delay. Sorry, doing some sort of setup. Sorry, just figuring out the logistics. tap on the bomb. Oh, the second swing out. I really haphazard there. Okay, one sec, guys. I'm trying to figure this out. I might need to just re-log into the game. Matches. 2-5. I'm in line with what the faceit says. Which I think means I'm on delay. Sorry, guys, about this. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm not violating the integrity of the game. Yeah, I swear. Right, maybe I'm tripping. But I swear it's got a built-in delay. Okay, either way. That's a half-time me problem. Tatty waiting. Fatal's found one pick here. Miley, spots Tatty's gun barrel. Has to be careful not to get run down because they're running down the right-hand side here. Gets wide swung, and actually, this is holding on for dear life. The timer being maybe the only saving grace here. They don't have a kit, so the round is safe, but by no means is it cheap. Okay, I might have to re-log in a sec, but that we'll do it after this round. There Okay, lovely shot from Miley. What a swing as well. Almost lines up second, beautiful spray. Averona's just wondered where the rest of her sight holders melted off to. Fatal finds one. Util over the top's going to be maybe a little bit of a misnomer and a distraction. Has to be careful because Fatal's actually slipping further back into sight. Jody's going to have to be careful to clear this, but wide out in the open, a sitting duck right now. Gun barrel spotted. Yes, gun barrel spotted. Head taken down. Misses the first time. Doesn't matter. And now it's just Averona. Jody's going down to meet her. Knife's going to be out. Beautiful peek. And if you know somebody's on site, you've got to be a little bit wary they're going to push you. Right, okay. One sec. I'm quickly just going to exit and add one to the stream. We're going to just test. Indeed. Okay. Just to make sure that I'm maintaining competitive integrity. One sec. We shouldn't miss anything. If anything, and I was not with the delay, then we just go back a couple of rounds. Sorry about this, guys. I am woefully awful at this. Game. Oh, so we were only like around. Let me just message Minily. Cool. Spec auto director. True. That is probably not good. It's fine. It's probably fine, guys. Now this might work. Cool, there we go. Sorry, let me fix everything. My setup wise, there we go. Hanbaobao, my favorite teams. The place is so sweet. I hope they win every game. I've got a little bit of a soft spot for Hanbaobao. I've casted them a lot during games, during tournaments. Okay, the auto director is actually working now. Okay, lovely shot from Tess. Me over around the corner. There's the first. And now they've got to worry about the flank. They've also got to worry about Cold Hurt. Miley, oh, not able to scope in time. Now they've got real worries because they are surrounded on all sides. Yeah, they've got onto sight, but they know that reinforcements, the cavalry is not far behind. Now it's all up to Moraltis and Jody. Backed off of sight is a little bit of a problem now because if Jody falls, there's nobody directly in line of sight available. But Jody does not fall. All worries have been averted. Wait. Wait, hold up. Okay, so Group C is playing. Group C is playing. So there are two groups that are in Group C. So we could have watched 95 Vikings, but the French channel are watching 95 Vikings. But now I am a little bit confused. So there is a 95 Vikings game. Don't worry, it's fine. We're in this game, and we're enjoying it. Hanbaobao is storming away. This is a team that I think if there had been just one more season of ESL Impact, we would have seen qualify. I think that... Which is sad, which is upsetting, but we're going to get to see them in a lot of smaller tournaments, which should be good. Moraltis decides to dip out of there. I do not blame her. Now, this is a little bit of an interesting tussle waiting to happen. Smoke's going to fade. Ooh, I think a tiny bit of the elbow was spotted there during the animation. She's not got anyone watching the left-hand side, so if anybody swings from the left, she might have to hit the crispiest of flicks. There it is. There's the first. Second person dealt with by Tess. I was going to worry about that for a second. Averona's going to fall. Tess is already back sight. Fatal is... Location's now been broadcasted to the world. Bomb goes down. I don't know what more there is to say and do here. I mean, Fatal's got a Desert Eagle. It's not much to save. There's armor as well, I guess, but... Nothing to pick up, no utility or anything. This is brutal. Okay. So I'm gonna pour myself a drink so I'm just constantly open the bottle. Are they going hunting for this? I mean, why not, I guess. Ooh, Fatal. Oh! Oh, and that's the AWP in the last... I mean, I don't think it's an issue. They've got all of the money in the world, right? But if you're going to find any pick in the last second, a final stand, right? Taking down the AWPer. It's the last round and they've got money, so in the overall scheme of things, it means nothing. But if that had happened a couple of rounds earlier... Right, here we go. Miley, lovely opening shot. I don't even know where that was. Heard it ring out though. Loud and true. Mid again, open for whatever business they want to conduct. Coulter is holding for Jody here with the AWP. Doesn't... Oh, I mean, is calling up Averona as support, which could be an issue because now attention doesn't need to be split. Jody, oh, I love the off-angle peek there, but unfortunately, as she doesn't find the kill, she is just going to have to back away the rest of her team. There's the swing on out. Missed shots from both sides, actually. It's going to be the reevaluation and potentially the head-down interconnector where Tati is waiting for them. Slowly around the corner, gun barrel's been spotted. Oh, they line up for Tati. Stormio gets one, Averona with another, and Moraltis is just trying to pick up the pieces. Finds one kill. Smoke to go over the top to give her, you know, a reprieve from anybody in Sniper's Nest. Stormio, lovely angle to work with. Hops on up here. Moraltis taken down. It's a third round on the board. It's a consolation prize in a miserable CT side. And now Hanbaobao, they've got the more favored side ahead of them. All right. Let's try this auto director one more time. We'll give them one more chance. All right. After a great start with the auto director, not even looking at the players leading the charge here. Moraltis, though, hiding in connector. They've got a lot of presence connector, and this is going to be a problem if they want to pivot at all. Door opens, so much noise. They're not even watching for Moraltis, but Moraltis is taken down there, clinging in the corner. Fatal steps up, takes down Tess. Oh, and the flip over to Miley as well. I mean, this is done. This is about as dominant as we saw the first pistol round be in, well, not in their favor. Round the corner, Emirate's going to have to be something crazy. There's the first. Actually, she scared them off a little bit, ducking and weaving behind truck. The issue is going to be the longer this takes, the more time there is for, you know, a rotate on up from Tati. Not even needed, though. This is so weird. I don't like the auto director. We've got beef. Everyone's like, no. I want a better anti-cheat. I want MP9 nerfs. I want a goddamn auto director that doesn't make me want to cry. Valve, it's Christmas. The season of giving, you know? Okay. Hanbaobao just going to stack over towards this B side. Unfortunately for them, gamble stack, you put it all on reds, and it lands on black. It happens sometimes. It happens to the best of us. Maybe a quick rotate would be cool, but I doubt we'll even see that. I have a feeling, you know, they've already left insurance in the likes of Fatal watching behind and watching mid here. So I have a feeling they are going to take a bunch of space. I mean, they put the smokes on out defensively to help them get onto site. I have a feeling maybe they won't get respected that much. Actually, though, full rotate down in towards connector and mid. Gonna push Fountain instead. issue that they've got is early warning signal. As Freddy Grimmy Ran, I would say, a well-placed microphone in the likes of Fatal. It's going to hear all of this information. Tati's going to rotate in off the back of it. Going to swing, and it's, you know, it's farming season. It's hunting season. Dodges the flashbang, finds 3, yeah. Miratis is going to be able to pick up an AK, but whether you're allowed to leave with it's another matter, because you have got somebody swinging you from sight. Stormy and Cold Hurt. Make it hurt. And that is going to be a 5th. And actually, that gap's already looking way less scary than it was. All right. This time, guns in hand. It's a bit of a bonus round, but given the caliber of weaponry that FlameSharks Fe is coming into this with, I really kind of doubt that this is a bonus. It doesn't feel like a bonus by a name, just any other name, just as sweet, or whatever the saying is. God, I can't speak English. See, this is why it's the last cast of the years. My brain's already deteriorated into holiday mode. I'll wear a Christmas jumper for you guys tomorrow, don't worry. Alright, flash goes over the top, is going to give the room for Tati to push on forward, but it's fine because the auto director has decided that Jodie's perspective here is incredibly important. Up the Jod. That sounds way worse than it sounded in my head. Tess finds the first. Fatal goes down. That makes sure that Long is clear, which is good because they've got to deal with all of the players coming from Banana here. Tati, ooh, gonna catch a couple of these players out with Util. Push on forward. Miley is stuck between a rock and a hard place. Finds one. Tati ran out of bullets. Does switch to the sidearm. Still finds the pick, however. And that's a little bit of a problem. Tess really needs something here, but the smoke doesn't come out in time to save her. She can't back away. Now it's all on Jodie. Oh, she's found both? I mean, she's the GOAT for a reason, I guess. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not doubting that, but the fact that they allow those peaks and those fights to be taken one by one. But I will caveat all of this, right? I will caveat all of this by saying that it is the holiday season. A lot of players have had a long year in the competitive scene. A lot of people just want to spend time with their families. A lot of people are going home from university, might not have the best internet and be able to prac. I feel like this is the time of year where prac slows down a little bit. So I don't think we're going to necessarily put the world of stock into this tournament. I am surprised that we haven't seen more teams signing up. We haven't seen too many of the really big name orgs throwing that into the ring. Okay, Emma with 1, immediately traded by Aperona. Fatal swings on out to find Morales. HG's going to give away Miley's position. Smoke goes out. That's going to make it way more difficult for them to retake this. Miley's found one anyway through the smoke. Tess gets another. They crunch down on the site, and Averona's got nowhere to go. Tap on the bomb. The Molotov burning her alive. And it is a lovely sequence for that retake. Putting a round on the board to bring them up to 11. One step away from technically a serious point. Hanbaobao on top. Hanbaobao very much on top here. And that's what we like to see. Okie dokie. And off we go. Straight away, we're going to see Tess really aggressing here. They try and get the drop on her. They try and get more aggressive. Bomb goes down, gets retrieved, and that's going to be an AK. There is nobody to trade for Tess there. Miley, though. Oh, look at this flank. They're so unaware. There's 1, 2. Has to be careful. Averona's in the back, but she's already done the world of damage. And the recovery from this, but spotted by Jodie. She's hunting for toes. Don't tell Eden Nino. That is a super niche reference, and I'm sorry for Eden for catching strays here. Fatal is being held for here. Ooh, spotted. Long range fight. Definitely not going to favor the A1S, but... Moraltis creeping on forward. Oh, looks back. The double take there. And now with Connector under control, Fatal's got nowhere to go. That bomb is so far from retrievable. Even if there was more time on the clock, because that's another worry. Here we go. We're in the end game now. Fatal actually might be able to get a bomb plant. Jody's going to swing it, though, just in the last second. Takes her down. And it's looking pretty good here. Hanbaobao 1 round away from their first victory in what is the group of death. Let's not kid ourselves. Group A is brutal. Okay. Smokes go over. Miley wants to take the fight to them. Finds the opening pick. Has backup if she needs it from Tess. But actually, there's going to be no regress on that. They can fall back. And actually, I say fall back. They're going to leave Tess posted here. An anchor out all the way in enemy territory. And that's really put a dampener on the mood early on. Emma's had a little bit of utility, but nothing really too much just yet. They've left the sewers plate open if they want it. Ooh, my drop on down. I mean, she's not gonna miss the 4 HP. Now there's where the worry is. They've waited long enough that this is a late smoke and there's nothing really to blow it open with now. Flashes available. Not really going to want to expend them too early though. Still so much utility available to stall this out, but actually they just want to put pace on it. The issue is Tessa's got one. Fatal and Stormy both find picks. It's a lovely flash over the top. Stormy, the savior with another. Burning alive, can't go around the left-hand side. That HE just tipping them down further. Tess flash over the top. Stormy still going to be able to get that smoke on out. Showing the My HUD login. Why is it doing that? Why are we doing that? Why is it... Oh, my God. Screw it. You don't need it. We'll go without HUD for a second. Wait. We'll fix it. We're going to have to do it like this. Tess with the first... And there's the second find. Both and Hanbaobao will secure themselves the first victory of the group. Sorry, that was a little bit scuffed at the end. I don't know why my HUD did that. How long has it been like that? I'm so sorry if it's been a while. But yeah, congratulations. Hanbaobao with the opening victory. Emma gonna be the MVP there. Kind of. Tess had a really good game as well. Just a couple more deaths. Oh, that was really loud. I'm so sorry. Why is it still playing the notifications? Also, thank you, Moplo, for the resubscription. But huge GGs there. Majorly well done. I don't know why it's playing alerts. I have them. You know what? I'm just going to delete them from stream. I don't need them. Not if they're going to be loud and irritating me all the time during games. Sorry about that, everybody. But yeah, huge congratulations. I see the Hanbaobao lot in chat. Huge congrats. Beautiful victory. Journey's not done for you guys yet, though, because you have got still got more difficult matches. But I'd argue that's one of the most difficult matches done. Let me have a look at the rest of your group, actually. And also figure out why my HUD is being weird. We'll show my whole screen. So, that's match 1 done. Refresh the page. Match 2 versus DesperateGirls. I mean, you guys have kind of been shafted with the opening matches. Let's not kid ourselves. You've got the 2 hardest matches up first. But, 1 out the way already. If you win this one, like, you're through. I have no doubt in my mind. You win that one, bosh, easy. Don't even need to worry about what comes after. If you lose it, then I think it might depend on this game. I'm not 100% sure. It's top one of the group. You guys have been put in a bloody difficult group here. Let's do a quick check-in on the other groups. Matches. Needed chance beat From God 13-4. Not too surprised. 11-3 on this game. Again, not too surprised right now. Good night, folks. Sleep well. Sleep well. That was an automatic win. 12-8. Ooh, maybe it's a good thing we're not watching this. Maybe this is a good thing. Because if 95 Vikings want to get out of their group, then if they lose this game, they need Valoris to lose this game, and they need to win that one. That's a little bit of a pain. A little bit of a pain. We're going to continue with this group. We're going to watch DesperateGirls versus Hanbaobao. Of course we're going to watch this game. Let me finish off the predictions as well. Choose outcome. Hanbaobao win. Congratulations to everybody who put points on them. You were right. Right, so let us get set up for the next game. Update titles. We're watching Hanbaobao versus... Oh my god, they've actually capitalized Desperate Girls this time. Nice. Nice. I like that a lot. That makes me happy. Right. Yeah, because why not? We're Hanbaobao fans here. You know what, guys? I'm not even going to pretend. We're all a little bit biased. I love the Hanbaobao a lot. I also have a lot of respect and a lot of love for the Desperate Girls because they've played in a lot and they've actually had a fairly good run of form this year. I have a lot of respect for teams that I see competing in all of the tournaments. That's my take, is teams that I see competing in like everything. If I see you in Athena Cups and Elite FE and even in qualifiers, even if you don't qualify to events and stuff, that's what I put a lot of stock in. Is I think, yeah. Also, I like watching all of these other teams because I get elite ball knowledge, right? Hanbaobao loves you too. Okay, let me update. Let me get a prediction going. Screw it. Stop prediction. Who wins? I think it's just a best of one. Yes, it is. Who wins the game? Hanbaobao versus Desperate Girls. So the match starts in 12 minutes. That is not what I was trying to do. I accidentally just closed my stream manager, so I'm going to have to type all that out again. Oh, God. How? I have the survival instincts of a squirrel on ketamine. Who wins the game? Right. Wait. Can I not accidentally press the wrong button this time? Hanbaobao versus Desperate Girls. Yeah, screw it, 20 minutes. Got it. There we go. Predictions are up. You can redeem channel points to do stuff. Yeah. I don't remember what's actually on my channel points, what you can actually do with them. Oh, I've not got too much on there right now. Yeah. I had to take most of them off because this is a serious watch party. And, when I'm watch partying stuff, like open qualifiers and stuff, that like on my own channel for my own, I can drink, and so I have a shots one, but we're being serious today. We're being good noodles, because they put a lot of trust in me to run the English watch party for this, and I really appreciate them. Okay, I'm just turning off. I'm just gonna turn off all of my notifications for now, just because for some reason, even though it's not a source on any of the match pages, for some reason it's giving me the alert noises whilst I'm live. on other scenes, and when we're trying to watch a serious game, I don't want there to be like a little bring, which I appreciate, by the way. Everyone who follows me, I really appreciate that. That is not a complaint of that. It's just a complaint at the fact that my OBS seems to have a mind of its own. I don't know why. It might be because I'm on a new graphics pack, which, by the way, very fancy. Huge thanks to the people over at Elite FE and Vitality who have given me a very snazzy graphics pack for this. It's beautiful. It's immaculate. All right. Me do my little social media posts. Cool. Right. What's my Twitch channel again? Link. twitch.tv/finity_mp4. Done. Cool. Bosh. Post on story. The goat. No, I'm not. I'm awful at posting on social media. I'm so bad. I've got such a backlog of things to post. Alert parries. So cool. Oh, talking to parries. I've been getting back into Expedition 33. I've played the game through once already. I'm playing it again, because why not? Right, let me figure out what's going on with my HUD then. Because I don't know why it did that. Close HUD. Shift W. Open HUD. Hopefully it'll be fixed for the next one. So we have 1,000 on DesperateGirls. Nobody's put anything on Hanbaobao just yet. So I'm going to go and do that. I need this one. That's the wrong account. I need Chrome. That account. Please don't play my own voice when I immediately start. Cool. Wonderful. Sorry about this, guys. I'm faffing around whilst we wait. Just making sure everything's set up. Predict. Hanbaobao with... Screw it. 400 points. Cool. That means that at least if you put all of your points on DesperateGirls, it means there should be some reward for winning. I might play a minute's worth of ads just because it gives you a break from my face for a minute. I'm really sorry. I'm just, yeah. I actually don't know what the ads are going to be. So I'm going to play and then a minute, 30 seconds. I feel bad. Okay, I'm going to give you 30 seconds worth of ads because I feel bad giving a whole minute. But it just gives you 30 seconds whilst I fiddle with stuff. So, yeah, see you in 30 seconds, wonderful people. Okay. Okay. Also disables pre-roll ads for 11 minutes, which is nice. Which is not going to cover any of the game. But let me quickly check the YouTube chat. Make sure that I've not missed anything on that. No, I have not. Cool. Wonderful. So, DesperateGirls. Close that down now. No, it's not Valencia. Yeah, so this is another one of the... Also, welcome back, everybody. Sorry, I'm just doing some, like, looking. This is another CIS team. This is another team that I rate really highly, actually. They've done pretty well recently. Sophia, a player I think is severely underrated. Neo Snor's not I've seen on a lot of teams. I think this is just generally speaking a strong mechanically team. They've been together as a core for a while, though, actually. To give them their credit, this is one of the CIS teams that has been together the longest at this point, I'm pretty sure. I actually don't know who their substitutes are. I don't think we'll see them play, but... Also, perfect 3000. Ooh. Ooh. We like that. That's nice. Okay. 4 minutes until the match. We'll watch the veto process as well. If you want to go get snacks, now is absolutely the time to do so. Predictions are available as well, so help yourselves. I feel like I should get a little bit of... copyright free... Christmas music, no copyright. You know what? I'll trust them. I'll trust them that this is no copyright. There we go. We're getting nice and cozy in here. There we go. I'm in the... This is fine. This is fine. Put myself in the corner so it doesn't look like I am burning alive. This is just whilst we wait for the next game to begin. Is this too upbeat? This doesn't really match the CS vibe, does it? But, as I said, we're just waiting for the next game to begin. We've got 4 minutes until veto. Let me just quickly pull that to the side so I can actually keep an eye on how long it is. Okay, we've got 3 minutes. We've got 3 minutes. Let me just put that in chat so people... This message is already pinned. Cool. Cool. I'm pin after 2 minutes. Cool. This is way more epic than I expected it to be. You know what? I'm saving this for my own Christmas playlist. Like, it's kind of goes hard. Please don't play an ad before the next one. Please don't play an ad before the next piece of music. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, this feels so corporate, like, hey, have you been experiencing medical problem this holiday? Phone now. Side effects may include a horrible long list of things that I won't read out, and death. This is the quality content people come to my streams for. If this actually turns out to be copyright music, I'm so screwed. Rip the board. Okay, we've got a minute to go, so what I'll do is I'll put this back up. Cool. Alright, how are the predictions doing? How are the predictions doing? DesperateGirls has got a lot of weight behind it, okay. I mean, Hanbaobao fans are going to be eating good in the channel point department if they win him. I'm actually really enjoying this music, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is making me giddily happy for some reason. I'm not even religious. I just enjoy a period of time where everyone is, you know, having a good time. I enjoy a little bit of kissing under the mistletoe. I enjoy a little bit of strangling my sister with tinsel. You know, all of the classics. Also, Whamageddon. Oh, and the music ended perfectly there. By the way, Whamageddon, I'm still in the game, baby. I am still in the Whamageddon game. We are currently on day 20. I only got to survive 5 more days. I have gone through airports. I have gone through international train stations. I have gone through normal train stations. I've gone through supermarkets. I've gone through Christmas markets. My Whamageddon is still alive. That's how it's done. I've been taking precautions. I've been taking it really seriously. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I've been taking Whamageddon incredibly seriously. Also, what the hell is Nearest Noslala's profile picture? I rate it. I rate it. Was it Nearest Noslala that used to have Jeff the Shark? Jeff the Shark is an icon as well. Big up, Jeff, my beloved. Sleepy old man. Honestly, same. Minus the man. Just sleepy old. Okay, we're in the veto banning process. Mirage, gone. Boom. Get that butter knife the hell out of here. Take out Dust 2, I'll be happy. Take out Dust 2, I'll be happy. Get those BO1 maps out of my BO1. Alright. DesperateGirls is taking their time picking here. I mean, I kind of want to see the Hanbaobao nuke again. I doubt DesperateGirls is going to let it go to nuke, though. I highly doubt. Especially in BO1, they'll let it go to nuke. But a girl can dream. They're really taking their time with this. Hanbaobao supremacy. I mean, I like both of these teams, but I have a little bit of sauce. But also, I'm British. I am mandated by law to rep Hanbaobao because there are Brit players on there. Jodie alone. Also, Lucy Luce is a fan of Hanbaobao. And if Lucy Luce is a fan... Right, that's a side ramble. I adore Lucy so much. I adore Lucy Luce so much. I get super nervous around her because it's like I genuinely get starstruck around her. I love her. She's amazing. Yes! Mirage and Dust 2 gone. Oh my god. We're going to get an interesting BO1 map. I mean, we've just had Overpass. Don't get me wrong. We've already had one. But every time I come into a BO1 and I see Inferno, Dust 2 and Mirage taken out first. Oh, what a day to be alive. What a day to be alive. Okay. Where did DesperateGirls go with this? Where did they go? Go on. Ban out train. Go on. Ban out train. Ban out train. Ban out train. Manifesting a train ban. I'm crossing my toes too, but no, I'm not going to show you that. We wait in anticipation. Are they just letting... I'm assuming they're not letting it auto veto, but it does feel like they're really heavily debating this. Pre-roll ads back on. Is what it is. Come on. Train ban, train ban, train ban. Train ban. Say it with me. Train ban. Stream Infinity. It is. I'm assuming your match is over. Minxie, I'm so sorry that I wasn't watching it. I was told that you guys had automatically qualified because nobody else in your group was playing. So I didn't watch your game. I think it was just a little bit of like miscommunication, understanding. But how did it go? I saw that you were down last time I checked. Did you come back? Pranking me. Train's gone ancient or nuke. Come on. Come on. Hanbaobao nuke. Come on, please. Primers. Commiserations. I'm very sorry to hear that. Still a chance that you make it out of groups, though. Still a chance, still a chance. Small chance, but still a chance. I'm rooting for you. Like 7 rounds to force OT. Oh! So you did force OT. That's crazy. That was my bigger worry, is that you hadn't forced OT. Come on. Nuke. Please. Please. I am but a humble girl who really likes Nuke. Please. Although I wouldn't be surprised if they took it to Ancient instead. I seem to recall Desperate Girls playing Ancient on more than one occasion. This is really suspenseful. I'm missing the Christmas music right now. That calmed me down. Well, no, it didn't. It hyped me up, but didn't keep me from being anxious. Just give us Nuke. Just give us Nuke. I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna look. I'm gonna look away. I'm gonna look away. Wait. No, I'm gonna look away. God, this is still going? Okay. Still go. They're really. Are they just leaving it down to fate? Surely not. Well, this veto has taken 6 minutes longer than it should have. Are they just leaving it to fate? No. Okay, it's been finished. Lineup's being finalized. Tell me what the map is. Tell me what the goddamn map is. What's the map? What's the map? Do you think many female pros will switch to Valorant? I think that there are going to be many women that are definitely weighing up the option, especially with the GCC calendar being released a couple of days ago, which I need to put a tweet out about. I think that the majority of women will at least consider the idea. How many actually jump ship? I don't know. I expect quite a few. I think Giuliano cut her losses pretty early on. The moment that they knew they weren't making it to Stockholm, I think she started to look at her options. And the moment that ESL Impact announced it was shutting down, I think she started to look at her options, which sucks for CS, right? I think that this is going to be a real blow to CS. We are going to lose some really cool people. I think that there's a lot of people that don't want to make the jump just because the way that Valorant is now, it's nowhere near as easy to switch between the two as it was, 3 years ago when GCC started, back in 2022. I think it was 2022 that it started. Yeah. Because of how many new agents and abilities there are, the learning curve is so much steeper. I think there'll definitely be some, though. I'm just curious to see who, more than how many, I think is the big one. That'll be the indicator. I'm hoping that we keep a lot of the people that are, really core to the scene. I'm hoping that the bigger keep a lot stay and the FlyQuest Red lot stay, for instance. I expect some players to hop ship. I mean, I'm looking at hopping ship. I love with you. I've got an amazing Valorant duo that I cast a lot with. I just had some really cool Valorant studio work. So in my head, it feels kind of crazy not to consider making the jump. Oh, we're going to Ancient. I figured that they probably would take it to Ancient as opposed to Nuke. Right. Put my camera on so that I don't leak any IPs. Copy that so don't accidentally leak that as well. Cool, right. GG notified Vikings. Yeah, it's an unfortunate loss there, but okay. Hopefully my HUD's going to behave this time. My heart. Come on, my heart. Come on. I believe in you. Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? Why are we doing this? This is upsetting. At least we're fixing the issue now, you know? I really don't know why it's doing that. Right. Fuck it. We're removing the source and we're adding it back in. We're doing this the old-fashioned way. Control-Alt-Delete. I've got to not close down OBS. I've done that previously. Stupidly. Right. I need... Sort by name. And my HUD not showing that it's open at all. So there shouldn't be an issue when I reopen it now. Worst case, I just share my whole screen. Because that worked previously. And... add browser capture. HUD. Okay. 1920 by 1080. Refresh on browser becomes active. Cool. That's working for now. Transform, fit to screen. Oh! Wonderful. I love my HUD. I don't know what I'd do without my HUD. Right, let me know if it brings up the login screen ever again. If you can let me know pretty quickly. I've got no delay on, so I should be able to immediately sort the issue out. What I'll do is I'll just switch to my whole screen share. Ooh, okay, right, cool. On the fly fixing shit. This is, ooh, pardon me, pardon my French. Oops, sorry. Also, I'm hoping that's not in the way. Right. Let me have a quick look at the prediction. Loads of people went for DesperateGirls as opposed to Hanbaobao. That's, an opinion to be taken. One sec. Why does this feel louder now? Let's turn this down a little bit for me because I'm deafening myself here. Right. That's probably fine. That spamming. I didn't vote. Oops. That's a little bit of a pain. Next game, next game. We got a whole day of games. Right. Got a Discord message. Oh no. We're taking From God versus ROC Female. I'll watch Hanbaobao versus DesperateGirls. Cool. Hanbaobao believer. Are you and me both? Pop, you and me both. Alright. Sorry about that. All of the housekeeping work done. Now we lock in for the game. Low hanging fruit. Going for the AFK players. I love how Moplo's getting a little bit of time to play as well during the game. So yeah, if you're wanting to watch the From God ROC Female game, that is on Minili's Twitch chat. That will be in French. Oh, also, to anybody watching, if there's ever a tournament and you want me to stream your match, honestly, just message me, reach out, say hi. I want to put that out there, especially going into next year, is that I always try to cover as much of the women's scene as possible. But there will be stuff that I miss. If there's like an ESEA game that's super important that you want me to cast, or if there's a tournament and you just want some coverage, honestly, just message me. I really like being talked to, so... Like when Jody came into Twitch chat and was like, hey, you know, I'm going to be coming out of retirement for this. Instant stream. But yeah, honestly, I love it when people message me and ask me to cast that game, because I hate choosing which games I got to cast. How do I spell that? How do I spell... Minley. M-I-N-A-L-E-Y-Y. I'll shout her out again in a sec. Knife round just to determine who's on which side. Chat. Oh, is it not gonna... I think it's like Minley09. Minley. Yeah, let me do a quick shout out. So that's the other stream. A little smelly, if I do say so myself. Unfortunately, this is the only option I have feasibly HUD-wise. I mean, there is a free HUD, but I find it way more difficult to set up. Also, I am way too broke for Lexigrind. But here we are. So is After Drugs? I've never seen After Drugs play, so I'm excited. Okay. So yeah, that's Minley's stream for the For God ROC game. Ooh, opening fight coming on through here. Valencia, lovely finds. I don't know why there's no name in the middle that's telling me whose POV we're watching, because this is a little bit trippy otherwise. I'm really gonna need the HUD to cooperate with me here. Just as I talked about the HUD. Here we go. Now that should work. So, Desperate Girls win the pistol. A little bit of a problem. Hanbaobao have had a pretty good string of pistols. Just gonna have to save into this one. Slow start into the quarter. It is what it is, isn't it? Gonna stack A. Actually, we talked about it. Sometimes you put it all on red. Sometimes it pays off. Moraltis. Ooh, finds the first. Actually, Emma's got one as well. After Drugs finding two does immediately even the odds here. They do have one weapon picked up. It's just a MAC-10. And they've sent it out on Moraltis, low HP. Jody gets one. Actually, Jody manages to find two. And as far as complete pistol rounds and saves go, that's all you could really ask for. One of the HUDs of all time. Yeah, unfortunately, it's the HUD that we are going to be using for today. Is what it is. It works quite nicely for me. It's better than the default CS2 HUD. Ho, ho. And I'll stand on that until the day I die. Okay, smoke's got for mid. That's not really going to do anything. They're not taking the control. And actually, Moraltis has immediately ducked back into Donut here. They've used so much utility. Oh, Moraltis caught utility in hand. But Emma and Miley find two apiece. Emma's going to be burnt to a crisp. But immediately rotates on. And I love this positioning from Jody. Immediately the flank. They're going to hit the footsteps. Ducks and Weaves finds the first. Issue is they need to crunch down on this. Bomb hasn't gone down yet, though. That's a big problem. A little bit of a worry. They have to deal with Jody before they can start anything. And MB... I think we've decided that we're just calling them MB. And now, I mean, the tables have turned. Neosnos is caught out in the open. Bomb dropped uncomfortably. Doesn't know where to look. Oh, there's Tess toying with it. 55 seconds on the clock. There's the pick. Knows where Jody is as well. Isolated these fights, but Jody reigns supreme. Finds the pick, and that flank is everything. I'm hoping that... Yeah, okay, cool. I was really worried that it had gone to the loading screen again. The login screen, sorry. Hanbaobao win the bonus round. Really nice one to win. And Desperate Girls, they are going to force into this one. It is very much a force regardless of what that actually looks like. Jodie waiting for them to push. They swing one by one. She takes them down one by one, actually. Gonna get a little bit of a cheeky reload in. Has to be quick about it, though, because they push on the side. They're just trying desperately to plant the bomb. Bomb will get planted, but it's swift and harsh justice. Tess runs on in. Valencia's going to find another. They do have to deal with this little bit of a problem. Valencia takes down 2 with her, but Jodie is there to put a stop to it. And Jodie, oh, what a player. One of UK's finest. Everyone's on about King Messi this, King Messi that. Yeah, sure, he won a major, right, guys? And yeah, I have boatloads of respect for the guy. But also, he's no Jodie. He's no Jod. If Messi's listening to this, which he never will be, but just in case, I am joking. Big up the king. Had to go and win it with French people, though, so, you know. Vamos is what a Portuguese cow would say. But yes, vamos. Jodie, lovely to picks, is taken down by Algiri. We said last round they forced in. This round they've got a little bit of a hero play going on here. They've got this mid control. Tess is nearby. It's just an MP9 to deal with it. I like that she's not peeking this, though. She knows that she doesn't have the information. She doesn't have the support from anywhere else on the map, from Donut or from Speedway / Heaven / Platform / whatever you want to call it. Okay, smoke goes out. That's going to alert them. Oh, but they're not going to be watching for after-drugs. Missed shots is monumental. Oh, through the smoke, snipes and finishes off the damage onto Tess. Bomb not gone down just yet, but kills dwindling the numbers available. Miley's got that AWP and is going to get into a lovely little post-plant position. The issue is going to be if Algiri even crosses into the line of sight of the scope. But Moraltis round the corner waiting for it. Lovely little pick. Upgrade to the AK. Defuse the bomb. Put yourself in the driver's seat with a 3rd round in a row. All right. Are we ready? Proper buy now. Finally for Desperate Girls. They've not had a proper buy. They've had a lot of forces. They've had a lot of hero buys. Finally, we're going to see them at their full might. Tess running on forwards. I'm going to find anything. Ooh, a lot of Molotovs her way. That's going to cause some problems, force her to reposition. But actually, the way is paved with fire. They're not going to be able to take that space either. And actually, immediately back on. Moraltis is just wondering when the endless flames will stop. Flash to go on in. They've got to be careful not to overextend here. After drugs. I'm assuming, is it after drags? I'm assuming it's drugs. Jodie. Oh, I don't know if she spotted the second player, though. MB might just slip away scot-free. They've got the mid control. They've whittled down enough time here, and I've got a lovely position from after drugs here. This is going to be a little bit of a problem. Miley's nearby with the AWP, and they've got limited utility. They've got 2 flashes to get this done with. No smoke to cut off Miley, which is a problem. They've still got to deal with Emma, and they've only got 30 seconds. MB is going for the flank, and this could be huge because they're both looking caught unaware. And that's the whole defense wiped out. Nobody keeping an eye on mid. Nobody watching their backs. And now Jodie going to have to step up, be the hero again. Spots one player out. Doesn't even deal with MB. Knows that After Drugs was there as well. Tess all on her shoulders. Neo Snozzlala tucked out of harm's way. There's the isolation of the fight, but Neo Snozzlala's going to win it out. Maybe the X is pronounced Twitter. I am not calling them after de-twittered. There are lines that I will not cross as a caster. Not many of them, I'll be honest with you. But I think that is one of them. Also, does anyone even call it X? Does anyone even call it X? This is an important round for Hanbaobao. This is the determination as to whether they continue in the driver's seat or not. If DesperateGirls win this, then they've bought themselves a huge advantage. If they lose this, they're not in too much trouble. Hanbaobao, though, if they lose this, it's done. It's the half slips away pretty quickly. It's not like done, the game's done. Or Miley, lovely peek, finds out that there's a little bit of trouble in Donut. And now, yeah, you've got Algiri, who slipped the net completely, but I think they're aware, they've clocked this. There's the peek, dealt with by Miley. Flank watch this time on high alert. Tess says, yes, we are huge Tess fans here as well. I mean, could potentially be it's not going to be a free plant, actually. No, Snozzlala's got the AWP. Moraltis has got ahead of the game, though. And Miley, there's nothing to cut off line of sights. There's 2 flashes, but that's not going to be the cover you need to plant. And also walking back completely turned into Moraltis. Not actually going to peek that angle, though. That's a little bit of a worry. Bomb goes out in the open. Not even going to be allowed to finish planting it. Masterfully handled. And we said Hanbaobao, their economy sitting on a knife's edge. The fact that not only do they win that, but they keep 3 players and 3 weapons alive. Huge. Huge. There's going to be another little bit of a force buy coming on in here. But it's not the players you'd expect to be forcing up the Tech 9s here. It's the players with less money. That's going to sow some doubt for future rounds, potentially. Actually, not really. It's T-side economy. Their loss bonus is pretty good at the moment. Okay, they flood out into mid. Moraltis, I think, deciding doesn't want any part of that. Lovely HE goes deep and does so much damage. Half health, more than on 2 of these players. Still doing a little bit of a jump spot just for information, just to give a little bit of a current idea to Miley as to what's going on. Miley gets 1, Jody peeks on out for another. Does get traded, but the issue is they're being funneled on forward into the AWP of Miley, who is not missing. Emma's just going to go clear halls as well, make sure that there's no imminent danger there. She's actually able to clear it completely clear. That means that all focus goes back onto mid. Final player spotted, and Miley, 4K, just casually, like a stroll in the park. Alright. DesperateGirls. Again, mixed by, we talked about this. A couple of players that maybe shouldn't be buying the Tech 9s and util doing so last round. Again, HE going to go huge there. Jody's very wary that that's not going to slow them down. Peeks on out, gets 1. MB is going to trade. And actually, Algiri, that's a huge pick to find because they can establish themselves backside. They've weaseled in. They've got a post plant. Moraltis, nice find, but the issue's still on site, and Algiri needs to deal with Miley, but Miley so quick on the trigger. Valencia tucking on in. Moraltis, oh, they had an idea, and Emma's there as the bodyguard ever. Diligent MB, they've got no idea. Smoke to go out there, peeks on out, and not even going to take anyone down with her. Beautifully done. What? Hey, Polsky. Hello. Alright. Hanbaobao putting away with the lead here. Does the post plant throw passes? Oh, Emma is absolutely slaying at the moment, in every definition of the word. Not only is she slaying her opponent, she is doing it in immaculate style. it's the thing is, it's been that sort of cool, calm, collected composure that's just you can't criticize at all. She's just so, you know, it's like meditation watching her play this game. Oh, they do clear Tess, but not properly. Tess and Jody, the dynamic duo, annihilate the competition. Lovely pick onto Jody from MB there. But again, it's a consolation prize. So I couldn't play today. Oh, it's a shame. Hopefully we'll see you play in some more stuff. I know that there's gonna be loads of tournaments in 2026 as well. Jod is farming. Jod is absolutely farming. They're all farming. I mean, 17 and 7. What more can you say? Moraltis is still the final pick there, but there's another. You know what? I'm gonna quickly do a tab check because I want to see how many assists Jody's on as well. Only 2 assists, but I mean. Also, who is that in Jody's profile? But I genuinely thought it was DB down with a mustache for a second. Right. Tech pause coming on through. Well, I mean, it was bound to happen at some point. We got through match 1 with no tech issues. Honestly, though, this has been... Hanbaobao are looking fierce, I think. I don't know whether... I don't even think they've necessarily been pracking. Just because Jody was like, I came out of retirement for this. Which means this is just a team that is looking strong as anything. I mean, DesperateGirls have had a good showing this year. They've had a good run of form. Hanbaobao, they've had a difficult time. They've been slated with some very difficult opponents in very important qualifiers. We would have seen them in way more events than we did see them if they'd been given any sort of mercy in the luck of the draw. And the worst part is, I was worried for them coming into this because they were put in the group of death. Turns out, they are the opponent to be feared in this group. Because they took down FlameSharks Fe, and now they're taking down DesperateGirls. It's not done yet. I'm not going to jinx it. They're taking down. And then the only other opponent in their group is a team that, I don't want to say you shouldn't be worried about, but it's a team of people that I haven't really seen around the women's scene and doesn't have the same track record behind them. Which, if Hanbaobao are in this form, like, God, I mean... Also, can we just talk about how Moraltis is sat on 10 grand just casually? Right? Still on tech pause? Oh, we're back. I say that. I shimmied down to get cozy in my chair. I did that little butt shuffle to get cozy. No, we're right back into the game. Okay. Are we ready? Are we steady? Ladies, gentlemen, and anybody in between or not on that spectrum, are we ready to go back into round 11? Penultimate round of the half. Okay, Smoke's gonna go on out. Smoke doing smoke things. Now creeping on forward. Emma, lovely opening pick. I mean, what more could you want from that? They just massacre the onslaught. Yeah, they get a foot onto sight, right? But where can you go? Bomb gets planted, but Miley's immediately posted up on this position. Molotov to go over is going to cause some issues. Actually going to force her back. Emma needs to be ready and waiting for this. All riding on her shoulders. The early warning spray is going to give away Neosnoz's Nala. And now it's just MB, and Miley can push on forward. Warning shots go out. Smokes go over, but it's not even needed. Clean again from Miley. And there's 8-3. I mean, we saw them have a 9-3 half on map 1. Are we gonna see history repeat itself? Now, there is the money to buy here. They are gonna be missing a lot of utility or some weapons. Decisions have got to be made here. Oh, Valencia's going for the XM. Everyone, hold the front door. Nothing else matters. This is it. This is, you know what? DesperateGirls, I think, win this round. 6-7 avoided. Oh, God. Well, Yeah. Oh, and the shotgun immediately goes down. It's all over. 1 for 1. Yeah, they get sight, but I mean... I'm loving After Drugs' position here. I think this pincer could be huge. I think Nearest Nosnala swings. And then you've got After Drugs as the second point. In fact, actually, I mean, Nearest Nosnala is just going to try to do it all individually. Emma goes for the peak. After Drugs is going to find it. And Miley, I mean, caught between a rock and a hard place. Just the AWP left. Limited util. Just going to run into a crossfire here. Algiri's going to find the pick. And I said that it was going to be the round that they won. It was, but not because of the XM. I think the XM was a lucky charm. Don't get me wrong. Right. Hanbaobao. 8-4. Not a bad half, by the way. We expected maybe another 9-3. Alas. Avoided the curse of repeating history. I like the Julie's icons on this. Thank God. Some HUDs don't tell me that it's the Julies, and some of the pistols look really similar. So, big up my HUD for that. Oh, a little tap for us as well. HUD is frozen. Okay, fine. HUD is no longer frozen. They've swarmed onto the A site. The issue is, as they're taking post-plant space, they're falling into the trap, and Desperate Girls are going to piece them apart. Bomby hasn't even gone down yet. Too eager to take that space. Miley with one. Miley with a second, actually, is finally going to be taken down. All on Moraltes, but they're being flanked by Valencia. Whose HUD? It's my HUD. Unfortunate, but I think it's just the curse. Hanbaobao in the second pistol round. They don't get along. First pistol round? 50-50. Second pistol round. You can't see me, but I'm waggling my finger. Okay. Trying to weather the storm of the HEs. No, bomb plant means limited buy here, which means Valencia is going to farm cash. Farm cash, farm bodies, and After Drugs, Algiri to get the rest of the job done. Suddenly, the scoreline not looking amazing, if I do say so myself. But, bonus round coming on in here. No deaths means that you know that there's going to be these MP9s still online. Issue is, MP9s on Ancient, lots of angles that they can be a real pain in the backside. Okay. HE's over the top. They've taken suffocating mid control. Issue they're going to have is if Hanbaobao progress pretty quickly over towards that A site, might get cut off from the world. Stala. Oh, what a flashbang. The flashbang you are. But the fact is that it doesn't matter. 3 kills still come on through. Oh, it was a perfect flash. They couldn't find the kill. And that is the linchpin that sets this all to come crumbling down. 2 remaining players separated by an ocean of map control and lack of information. Tess, important kill, allows them to meet back up and to find the bomb again. Needs to find this pick. Tess has got one, but Miley going down is unfortunate. Now they can converge, but 1 versus 2, 45 seconds. Bought some space to plant. The issue is, I think, After Drugs is just going to try to spray this down. You now know where one of these players is. Needs to deal with Algiri, though, and Algiri is just not going to give you the fight. I say that. Forces the fight. Knows where the last player is. Flash to go over just to try and get this plant down. Gonna stick it there. Bomb goes down. Oh, the reposition is going to get caught. And Tess does so much to try give them an advantage. And you see the cogs turning. Beautifully played, just not quite enough to close it on out there. And that gap closes even further. 1 round between them now. All right. How are we feeling? How are we feeling about this? Because in my mind, round after this, round 17, that's going to be a huge deciding factor. Jody, oh, I mean, I shouldn't have even doubted them. Jody with the Tech 9. These are the land strats. Can she do it in a cold, rainy, miserable day in Kettering? Absolutely. She can do it in the surf with the Tech 9. She was forged in the flames of hell, brackets the UK scene. She's just gonna swing. She's gonna swing the AWP. Unfortunately, the AWP is ready for it. But she's done enough to buy a window of opportunity. The issue is she had the one weapon that goes down. It's just the Tech 9s now. Hanbaobao bounced back. Hanbaobao bounced back for the win. That rolls off the tongue way too well. Okay. They've got the bomb down, to their credit. Issue is taking space into Donut is going to be a little bit of a problem, especially with 2 smokes remaining, which they don't know, but we know. Moraltis is holding for ghosts, and the real trouble's on the way, and especially with Emma going down now, they're just going to smoke this off. They've got smoke for Donut as well if they want it. And I think they're just going to hop on this. There's no way to deny the plant here. The defuse here. I mean, trying their best. Moraltis, I don't even think you live. They're just going to swing you. Oh, she still gets 2, and it's good money. It's the Mac 10, so it's good money. And considering the buy that they came in with, a plant, and bring it down to 1 player and the cash, that's good, because it means that Miley, I mean, talk about it, Moraltis was sat on nearly 8k cash there. Miley can get back on the AWP. She's good. She's Gucci. This is the round that decides it for me. If Hanbaobao lose what was such a dominant lead, Morata's opening pick. Algiri gets 1. Tess finds a trade not onto the player that found the pick, though. Algiri's just being forced further back and further back. This time, they've got mid control. This time, they disallow it as the HUD gone weird again. Screen. Cool. Do it like this. I don't know why it's doing that. But it's sorted, guys. Don't worry. Tess, lovely find. Everything they need to keep Neosnoznala at bay back here. Algiri running through mid. Is going to be met here by Miley. And Miley now can turn attention all the way back. Neosnoznala, I think, just getting out of base back. Oh, crap, yes. I'll switch that off in a sec. I mean, I don't think anything interesting is going to be happening in this round, so... I don't know why my HUD is so adamant at, like, going to that login page, but... Oh, one other thing that I have to do whilst I'm here, actually. Not that. Is... set myself to offline so no one can message me. Right. I give all of my power to Hanbaobao. They're going to need it, but they're back in the lead. We said that was the important round. Okay. I mean, Jody's still farming. Doesn't even have the best KD, but also look at that, 21 and 14. I don't want to hear a single complaint. Everyone's like, oh, the UK scene is dead. Jod. Power of Jod be upon thee. And if it looks like I'm glazing the UK scene, that's because I am. I have to attend lands with these people. I don't want to get lynched. Okay. Smoke goes out to try to deny the mid control. It's going to be kind of successful. One sec. Got to sneeze. Cool. Sorry. I'm back. Round's going to go quiet. Gearing up for a B hit. The issue is going to be that nothing heard. Actually, a little bit of a flashbang might call some of the attention away. But there it is, waiting for the minute 20 mark. Utility goes out. 4 players stacked on this side. Now, there's limited util to weather the storm. So if they can just force them back, they've got nothing to retake with. MB gets ahead of the smoke, and unfortunately, it's their detriment. But again, this is the Desperate Girls' way, is that suddenly the kill feed lights up with 3, and it brings the round back into some sort of worry. After Drugs finds a pick, and unfortunately is way too close for Comfort, finds both. And that's what happens, Desperate Girls. They're like a boa constrictor. You don't know what's happening until they're already wrapped around you and the noose is too tight. And that's the lead lost. And that would have been a huge round for Hanbaobao to find, just to damn the money. All right. Hanbaobao, they've got another buy in the back. But again, this feels very much like Desperate Girls are back in the leads. Hanbaobao are just playing catch up. Is that if they win this, they get themselves around. They seem to lose their next. Is the yeah. Boa constrict. That's good. Okay, Mighty headshot or bullet through the smoke. Valencia, oh, clears the smoke and denies the plant with the XM. That's why it's the best weapon in the game. Immediately spams away for the replant as well. Devastation. Moraltis, lovely position here. Could be able to catch out MB off guard and just misses after Drugs. Could have been a little bit of a worry for them there. But finally, they have their Boa Constrictor moment. Slip in unnoticed and decimation on the flank there. And I think that's been something that's been quite, imperative for this Hanbaobao team, is it's had some really impactful flanks. An underutilized tool in this day and age. Exemplary, exactly. Will just be a saved weapon. Too far removed to do anything about it on this one. It's just the AK, and they've got enough money. I think, Neosnos Nala might have to buy. Algiri's going to be in an uncomfortable spot. Actually, the whole team's kind of in an uncomfortable spot now that I think about it, now that I see the numbers on the screen. Saved weapon. After Drugs has got to make a decision. Maybe you drop an SMG and you give away the AK, or you give away the AK. Drops an XM. Valencia in the XM. I admire the dedication to it. It's not like pterodactyl levels of every single round, but it's just frequent enough that I'm kind of respecting the commitment to the bit. Issue is, if they don't end up going B, you don't have much impact in the retake. Mid control taken. Huge from Desperate Girls. They're trying to flank this immediately. Their own smoke fades. Neosmos Nala's got a pick. They do deal with one of the members of the flank. MB, though, are they expecting it? No, they're not. Missed shots. Emma's quick enough to turn around before anyone falls victim. After Drugs finds another and more. That hero rifle doing so much work. XM trying to get itself in optimal range, and oh, it's done this before. It sprays through the smoke, not able to get off the plant in time. I say that actually is gonna live. Neosnos Nala needs to be the hero. There's another one versus one, but Emma's on solo HP. Manages to find the timing though. There's the HE to try weasel her out. Switches to the sidearm. It's going to have to be clinical. They're playing mind games with each other. Neosnos Nala's got no idea. Has to know on the right-hand side here. Tucking on in, but looking the wrong way. Emma, the 7 HP clutch. She's the GOAT. The GOAT. What a clutch. What a team. Tech pause off the back of that. I mean, I think a pause either way. You gotta give a second for the nerves to come on down. Dodges the HE, has found that perfect timing to psych on out. The Queen. Absolutely. All right. Another tech pause. We've had 2 in the match. Not too bad. If it prolongs much longer, I'll go have a quick check up on the other games. Not leave the game, just pull up the Face It match pages, you know. Have a cheeky peruse. Okay, let's have a cheeky peruse. Oh god, that's hideous. Right, I'm just gonna move that out of the way and do everything on my other monitor screen. Yeah, sorry about no audio, guys. I'm just fixing my Chrome tabs. Okay, right. Group B. Let's have a look. Group B. Hindsight beat Need a Chance. ROC beat From God. We're back in the game, so I'm going to do a very quick update. Oh, Valoris lost, which means it is all to play for on that last game. Was that Nick Cage? Yes, it was. Basically, I have him on one screen, and I have Pedro Pascal on the other. It's the meme with my 2 monitors. Although it does jump scare people when, you know, it happens. So what we will do is we will switch across to the 95 Vikings game after this, I think. But we're going to watch this game. Close out this game first. Because also, I'm pretty sure Hanbaobao qualifies if they win this. So, whilst it would be nice to see them absolutely dominate the group, we've already watched them to qualification. It's not over yet, though. Somebody call 911. Somebody call 911. Oh, they don't clear out after drugs. Luckily, Tess saves their bacon. Tess has been saving a lot of bacon. Bomb gets planted. Moraltis. Oh, they do clear for her. She swings on out. Couple more people than they're ready for, but it's information, and that means that all eyes can turn. I'm a little bit worried about Algiri. Just missed there by the scope of Miley, which could cause them problems, but the issue is going to be activation on this, the timing. Especially if Tess can find some more picks here on these cave players. The wide swing on out does manage to handle it, although barely any HP left to speak of. And I think Algiri's just looking to try stop that AWP going into the next round. But even that might be a far-fetched dream. Miley just tucks her head on down there. I mean, gonna farm up both picks. Is gonna, you know, survive. Ooh, no, she's not. Okay, Emma's gonna find the pick. Nilsnosnala goes down to the bomb and the AWP is recovered. It's a little bit messy towards the end, but all of the win conditions and primary objectives that we're looking at, mainly win the round, bomb goes off, and they save the AWP, right? All of those have been met regardless of how messy it is. It's just a little bit of a tussle at the end. DesperateGirls, I think they realise that mid-control has been slacking and lacking. This time they're going to send Algiri out, the woman for the job. But the issue is now it's an all-out B assault. Jody's got 1. There is immediately a response, though. They go 3 for 2, leaving DesperateGirls the advantage. Moraltis needs to clear this, needs to find this win. Neosnonsnal's got a handle on it. This game is not done just yet. Miley can't even get this done with the AWP. No time. Too clunky in this situation. AWP going to get recovered. Alright. I'm assuming they're going to buy into this one. They should have enough money in reserves regardless. Ooh. Okay, they're only going to half buy into this one. Half the team yes, half the team no. So still going to leave them awkward and uncomfortable in the next round if they lose. Because the next round will be for overtime. Over the top. Good with flashbangs, after drugs. Again, they keep flashing her. She keeps finding the multi-kill. She's found 3. Jodie taken down after only 1. Miley, I mean, what are you going to do here? There's an orb holding onto this angle. Face first into it. And this is the issue, is the flashes have been so good, but it hasn't mattered. They haven't managed to find after drugs while she's been fully blinded. In fact, she's managed to take 3 of them down while she's still recovering her vision, still wiping her eyes and getting her bearings. Okay. The buy, messy, haphazard. Dare I say, a little sloppy. Oh, thank you so much, Pop. After drugs, again, they've just not been able to clear her out. She single-handedly will be their undoing. And I said, this new kid on the block, this new player I haven't seen. And overtime scenes almost fated here. Molotov to go on out there. Valencia's going to take down Emma. Miley stepping up when it matters, but unfortunately wide open for after drugs. Their kryptonite. And overtime we are going. Whew. NC indeed. We weren't done with this match just yet. OT win incoming. Whoa. I mean, the momentum's halted a little bit here. The momentum's halted. That's not going to show me all of the previous rounds. Well. Overtime. Overtime. Exactly. Oh, Jodie weathering the storm. A lot of HE chip damage going on in here. Valencia, the Tracer's gonna give away Tessa's location. Now a player down. I mean, I like that Jodie's still hanging around here. Might potentially punish Valencia if they overextend here. If they try and go for a cheeky little flank. They're not, though. They're just going to regroup on site. Although they've got Moraltis now in a nice position. Has to be careful about Neos Nosnala, though. This is just a waiting game. A game of patience. The winner will be rewarded. Okay. Smoke goes over. Moraltis, nice find. Oh, Jodie. Oh, it looked like such a good position. And there it is again. The Desperate Girls raining the kill feed. And, I mean, Emma, 20 seconds. Yeah, you got the bomb, but look at Algiri's position. Primed to stop you going anywhere. Even if it's just to buy enough time to make sure you can't get the plant. If it's to find the pick. And now, Desperate Girls, they've taken the lead again for the first time in a while. Lead was denied. Lead was denied. They got, 2-1 up, and then the comeback 3-3, and then Hanbaobao, even when it was drawn, they were still, in the lead or drawn. Now they've lost it for the first time since round 6. Getting a little bit scary. I mean, Jodie's still farming. But the issue is, I mean, after drugs is catching up here. I mean, 1.47 KD is crazy. It's the thing is that it's been able to farm so many kills and just hasn't been punished for half of them. Okay, cool. So, Updates for what the other game's going to look like. Minily and the French stream will be covering FlameSharks versus DesperateGirls. Should be a banger of a game. We will cover the 95 Vikings game after this. We might be a little late into that one, but we'll get there. One step at a time, which is exactly what Hanbaobao should be saying to themselves. And dismantled again! It's one of those blink and you miss it, the whole team evaporates. Moraltis, it's a nice final stand, but that bomb is in no woman's land. They know exactly where you are now. The resmoke comes on through. You really don't want to disrespect it, and you've got no idea where they could push you from. You've only seen one player. You know that smoke came from somewhere over towards B. But that's it. And you can tell, so worried about mid, so worried about red room push, so worried about donut push, has no information anywhere on the map, just knows that there's some people B, and that's where bomb is. 30 seconds, I think you're just looking to hold on to what little you have left. This AWP's trained on the angle as well. Molotov to go out to buy even more seconds. Swing on out. Ooh, missed shot, but the issue is going to be, is able to reposition for the next. After Drugs has got a handle on it. I mean, what more could you possibly want if you're DesperateGirls? The comeback is real. 8-3 down, 14-12 up. Now, Hanbaobao had a very good CT side, right? But you really don't want to be leaving on having a flawless CT round. Oh, Tess, so much early damage sustained. Niels Noznala's going to snipe Moraltis out of the round. Emma's going to find MB, but look at this. Algiri in the perfect position, wide out in the open. Can't quite find Miley, but the issue is Tess goes down instead. Miley's now trapped. Needs somebody to step on up. Jody needs to find this pick. Goes down. Miley falls, and now Emma, 12 HP. A stray bullet will get the job done. It's not looking hopeful. Lovely little flash to give her the corner to work with, but Valencia's boosted on up. 15-12 map/series point for DesperateGirls, and they have clawed it back. And that's the thing with this team, is I said they were a sleeper pick. And they are. They're a dark horse until the last moment when suddenly, damn, they've got you. And Hanbaobao, we said, good CT side. It needs to be perfect now. Miley, CT side AWPing, oh, it was flawless. It was like watching Picasso paint. It was like watching Michelangelo, the Sistine Chapel being painted live. Magnificent to watch, right? But now it's going to have to be beyond perfect. Emma with the first. Niels Noznala's found the trade here, and with enough smokes, they've got the guys to plant. Bomb goes down. And yeah, there are players nearby, but look, the immediate retreat and post-plant setup. Miley, nope. Moraltis over the top there. Gets one. But so far back here. Lovely flash on out. After Drugs needs to be the savior once again, but Miley doubles down with the AWP, and they cling on for dear life. And whilst it's a good round, they need it. You can't help but not breathe a sigh of relief just yet, because it's not over. The relief hasn't washed over me yet. The relief will only wash over me once the game is done, or once overtime 2 is hit. 1 out of 3. You're right, 1 out of 3. But DesperateGirls, they've still got 2 chances here. More than actually. They've still got a world of chances. They've just got 2 to close it out in first overtime. Creeping and crawling. 3 over on this B side. They've heard nothing mid at all, and they've not had to expend any util to keep hold of this as well. Now it just goes quiet. Moraltis and Emma gonna go for the pincer. Now I get a little bit wary because we've got a lovely position from MB. I'm hoping it remains watched. Utility to go over. Oh, an activation now could be devastating, but Emma's holding for it. Emma's waiting for it. Deals with it. Neosnal's got 2. That's a bit of a problem. HE, huge. So much damage. They are just going to pack up, sprint over towards A. They're not going to get there ahead of the reinforcements, though. Tiny window of opportunity. Smoke goes out. Actually, they've got a chance here. Bomb gets planted. Jody caught slacking. And the flip over towards Miley. It all topples. And we said in a matter of seconds. Tess, no utility. Peeks right into Valencia in the AWP. And that is going to be GG. Desperate Girls take the win. And you never see it coming. You never see it coming. Whoa, edge of my seat there. I thought it was so done when it was 11-9 on the scoreboard. Huge GGs though to Desperate Girls. I mean, you had me worried for a second. Commiserations though, really well fought, but that does mean that a lot of pressure falls on that last game of the group. FlameSharks versus Desperate Girls, because if they lose that and Hanbaobao win, I think it comes down to a round differential potentially. Oh god, it could go any number of ways, right? It could go any number of ways. But that's going to be us done with that matchup. We're immediately going to get ready for the next game. Okay. Right, next game incoming. Got another overpass game, everybody. So we're going 95 Vikings FE versus N9WKI. N9WKI. Copy that. Done. Prediction. Start prediction. Who wins the game? 95 Vikings FE or... Screw it. I'll give you 10 minutes even though the game is literally starting. Okay. Just going to stick with the screen, I think. It's way less hassle. Not a yellow map. Exactly, not a yellow map indeed. All right. We're just going to ignore console. Don't worry, guys. Console's not real. It can't hurt you. It can't hurt you. Are we ready? And then after this map, we'll just pick any games that are still going. We'll go have a little bit of a hop into. Oh, I forgot to change the title on other platforms. Oh, that's a later me problem. Later me problem, guys. Very slow start here. Not peeking anything. One might even think maybe calling round not live. But no, they're just stacking connector. Actually, they're not stacking connector. They're going to go sprint over towards this A site, over towards long. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out how to pronounce this name. Menya Lamoka? Menya Lamoka. God, that is gonna be a mouthful. Minxie, I highlighted her earlier as the up-and-coming goat. Vushtig as well, right, okay. OG Marina, difficult fight here. I mean, even if you had a kit, you're just gonna get run on down. So, some housekeeping bits for this team. 95 Vikings, I think has some severely underrated players, right? I think that Minxie, one of the up-and-coming goated AWPers. In fact, Forks herself has highlighted Minxie as, like, the next Forks. Vushtig, a player that I've been following with interest for a while. Honestly, sleeper pick. If she's in a clutch, I don't have any fear. I don't have any fear. Hazar indeed. Oh yeah, that's another thing is, we Hazar when 95 Vikings went around. We might not do it every round. Vushtig holding for this push. Not aware that there's currently 3 players on said push that's being held for. So clear my throat. All right. Are we ready? Here it comes. Slow push on out. Could get a nice little wrap here. Minxie, I think, is going to be the designated dealing with this person. Maybe not, though. No one's watching for this, but I mean, they've got all the space in the world. I mean, a 5-person flank's not going to be too much of an issue, especially with the time to set up here. It's slow moving as well. This is the issue, is I don't think they want to give away any information. You have safety in numbers. That is the only thing you have got going for you in this round. And I guess the element of surprise, but are they just looking for exits? I mean, they may well find an exit. Minxie's got one, does get traded. That's going to be a Galil dropped over. Oh, no. And there, you now know where all of them are stacked. Sure, you give away a Galil. I don't think they're going to be upset about that. Especially keeping 4 alive. It's good going. Beautifully done. I do quickly need to set something up. Sorry, there's going to be a lack of sound for a sec just because I need to make sure that people who have put Twitch points will get something if they win, because currently they will not. Why is that not loading? Cool, sorry about the lack of audio for a sec. There we go. I'll sort it out in the next round. Right. Smoke goes over the top. It's going to block off Menya Lamoka. I really hope that doesn't mean something inappropriate. Flushing out. Vushdig's going to take that long control. The whole team is, and they're going to face very little resistance. Kyoto Love is kind of nearby. Is by that I mean is in bank. But it's the nearest they have. Melstar, first fight. Ooh, little bit scrappy. Do not be sad. Lucky to still be alive there. But alive and applying pressure nonetheless. Burning alive, Kyoto Love has to fall back into this corner. Taken down. And there is the swing in momentum. The rest of the players over on this bottom site. Thank you so much, Auto Observer, for the foot shot. We all say in unison. Menya Lamoka is going to have to deal with Minxie here. Smoke fades. It's a lot of damage, but Minxie comes out on top. Vushtig finds Keller, and OG Marina, there's no way to get back into this. No time, no utility. Yeah, there's a kit, but I think, honestly, you just probably want to save that going into the next round. Do not be sad, it's got a little bit of money, but the rest of the team, it's going to be a haphazard buy. It's going to be a couple of players on Tech 9s, if I had to guess. Cool. Third round on the board. Let me just pump some channel points on in here. I know full well that they're not going to likely see a return on investments. Marry this wife. Okay. Oh, accident. Didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. Unleak anything. Okay, here we go. A little bit more widespread map control. Kyoto Love's going to hear a lot of this, but Smoked Off is not going to be able to have any of the information necessary to make these decisions, to make these calls. Bush dig ahead of the smoke. They've got to be careful with this barrels player, especially with Kyla. I've been saying Kella, sorry. Kyla. I am going through. Fair. Do not be sad on the AWP. I think that's normal. Yeah, do not be sad to be AWPing the whole time. I think this is a new team around her, though. I don't recognize any of the names. So I'm assuming this is another CIS mixed team, which is exciting. Pick up the AK, get out of dodge, 4th round on the board, 95 Vikings. Not happy with that loss earlier, but looking to get revenge.
Terrorists win.
Alright, sorry. Time for me to lock in. Gonna be a proper buy coming into this one. I think this really needs to be a turning point in my mind for... I have no idea. I'm gonna call them N9. Norki, is it Norki? Because 9s are usually pronounced as like an A. What do we think? Are we thinking Norki, chat? Alright. Ooh, lighter. Very messy spray. Running out of bullets here as well. Like shooting fish in a barrel gets one. They are all kind of trapped. Vushtig and Twisted to come on through just to finalize those kills. And now there's a little bit of a pinch to try and get back into this. There is some utility on Kyoto Love, but it's going to need to apply some pressure to allow Do Not Be Sad to actually get involved in this. But with the smoke into heaven, they peak 1 by 1, and there's no way. Nine wiki, maybe? It's one of my few pet peeves. That's a lie. I've got many pet peeves as a caster, but it's one of my big pet peeves as a caster is when I don't know how to pronounce a name, and there's like no indication of how it's meant to be pronounced. Like for instance, Boomich. If I hadn't heard other people cast Boomich, I would be like, "What's going on?" I remember casting Kiyosuke for the first time, and it was like, "Is it Kyosuk? Kiyosuk? Kyosuk?" But no, right. I'm gonna stick with Norki. I've said it now. We'll go with it. This time, 95 Vikings slow down the pace. A little bit of presence down towards B just to keep them on their toes, to give them the opportunity to pivot if they need to. Kyla, I like this position, I think, to deal with Twisted. Kioske, yeah, Kioske. Nobody knows how to... It's Kiyosuke, I think, but... Remember when he first got signed, it was like, what is going on? I'm liking the proactivity here. Twisted's going to have to be careful. Marina back onto site. I think they've called the plan, though. Only hearing and seeing one player makes you reevaluate where the forces are likely to be, but actually... only sending OJ Marina up to help. And you know, Kyla's there as well. 95 Vikings, the longer they drag this out, the more trouble they're going to be in. Vushtig goes down. That's a problem because now they've only got 30 seconds and a fully stacked site to contend with. Do not be sad. Oh, spots the hand of the AWP. You know the AWP is there. You can't be stood out in the open. Minxie gets one as a trade, but immediately goes down. And now 19 seconds. I think if you're Twisted, you just hope that they're not going to push you. But even then, you've got no control anywhere. Head into ticket booth, but even that you're not certain about. Actually might be allowed to live here. Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. Finds the first pick. They're not going to swing. There's nobody else for the second. Lucky to be alive. Oh, yeah, got cash for days. Exactly. Well, some of them have got cash for days. They've got enough cash to last them until their loss bonus is up. Alternatively, if they win this, but it's messy, then they're in a bit of a weird situation as well. Heavier commitment over towards B. You can see Light is still taking a little bit of a fight towards Fountain just to make sure that they don't clock the plan too quickly. And in case anything goes direly wrong in the first opening seconds. True Twisted has only died once. Little bit messy there. OJ Marina, lovely spray down, leaves Lighter by herself. And we talked about it. Lovely positioning for Lighter for the early round, just to throw some descent into the mix. But now being asked to do it all, Bomb is slap bang in the middle of sight. She has a single Molotov to work with, which I'm assuming she might try send either barrels or close left to give her the room to work. Molotov goes out at her own feet. She has to run on through it. Does so successfully, but not long lived for the world. That'll be a second round on the board for Norky. Hello, female CS enjoyer. Hello there, fellow female CS enjoyer. And the GOAT slash one-time world champion in the women's scene, Alpenhirsch. Who gives amazing hugs, might I add. I see Bigger Keeper aren't playing in this tournament. I'm assuming everyone's just gone home for the holidays and is relaxing. That's why I'm assuming a lot of the other big name teams aren't participating. Is just for the sake of having a holiday, having a break, and a well-earned break, mind you. Okay. Nippon because they don't exist anymore. I kind of knew that was coming. I knew that Nip leaving was they felt like one of the orgs that were likely. Hopefully enjoy their time off. Yeah, that's what I figured. That's what I thought. Enjoying the festive season, I do not blame them. I think there are a couple of other orgs that are gonna be like, I'm a head out. Lovely pick from Twisted. Opens up the round. AWP is holding for this. Vushtig. I mean, I told you, she's so good. She's such an underrated player. Twisted's going to fall to the double push in Connector. And I think it's going to be able to call over that information, which is going to draw all attention back towards me. It was hard news to swallow. Oh, Mixie missed shot. Mix, I've been hyping you up. You can't be missing shots like that. Vushtig's on fire, though. OG Marina's actually managed to slip the net a little bit. Lovely pick from Marina. Smoke there for Vushtig as well makes this really difficult. Molotov as well. They might just try and hop on this. They've got a kit for it. Vushtig spraying away. She gets both of them, though. And it's a 4K. Oh, Vushtig, the goat that you are. But yes, Nip deciding to leave was, I think it was worrying. Especially with a top 4 finish. I think was definitely I like that they at least were nice with the announcement and that they wrote a little bit for everyone. It wasn't just, we're gonna head out. But I think it's gonna be the call for other teams to do so. It's gonna be a call for a lot of teams not to pick up FE rosters as well. We can only hope, though. We can only hope that we're not gonna have to read too many more announcements like that. I am curious if the Nip Girls are gonna stay together. I'll be interested to see. Right. OJ Marina. I'm sure they would stay together, because surely just for the VRS alone. Yep. It's, not fun. Yes, and to be honest with you, I think there are a number of mixed rosters that would be really lucky to pick them up. I mean, they were in my mind about potential players of the year. Oh, Kyla, lovely shots. Oh, just beautifully done. That's the other one is... I have the HLTV awards for Women's Team and Women Player of the Year. I think I have thoughts on. Yeah. I think that Forks not being nominated for Player of the Year is a huge disservice. And I don't like the argument, oh, it's because she plays in NA, and NA is like an easier circuit. Because Sakura/Shimmer have been one of the only teams that have been playing in mixed competitions and actually finding results. Like, if you take a look at their Fragadelphia results, and if you take a look at the fact that they've been playing in ECL, I think that Forks was done a little bit of an injustice. Also, the fact that she's like the 13th highest rated player in CS2 history. Yeah. Okay. I mean, nice pick from Melstar, but I think this is kind of done. Pick up the AWP. Maybe you just run, let them get the defuse. Kyoto Love is hunting for this, though. Should be allowed to keep the AWP. It's going to be close. Yeah, should be fine. Should be fine. I mean, that's the best you can do in that situation. Bomb plant money and the AWP. Yeah. Be hard for some... Yeah. And it's going to be one of those difficult ones, is that I think the world still isn't ready for mixed teams. Not because the players aren't good enough, but just because the attitude, I think, still hasn't shifted enough, generally speaking, is that there's going to be a lot less options. If they were men, they would have so many offers, right? But I think there's still such a stigma. And you see in Valorant, right, is there was loads of leaks and stuff about how loads of teams wouldn't give game changer players, like, they wouldn't even give them trials just off of the fact that they were, like, women or NB players. So I'm hoping that's not the case, but I'm not naive enough to think that the stigma isn't still there. Even though it shouldn't be. And even though they'd be a huge VRS boon to any team they picked up, just logistically speaking, having them on your lineup is good. Also, the PR. Alright. Pats the game at hand, because this gap is closing up. I'm starting to worry a little bit. Has to be a 95 Vikings round here. Oh, don't be sad. No, pulls out the knife on the swing. I mean, I figured that if you missed the shot, they're dead either way there, but, I mean, the knife feels like you've just given up. Kyla, lovely pick. Kyla's been finding a lot of impact in really pivotal moments. Switch over to the AK, dodging the AWP bullet of Minxie. There we go, doesn't miss a second time. And now holding for dumpsters. Oh, through the box she goes for it. The flicks aren't quite connecting, going for style over substance here. Oh, lovely HE. Body goes spiraling. Bomb gets planted on the other side, though. And Lighter knows they've got to be coming from heaven. Looking the wrong way. Here's the drop down, though. The slide on down. Able to adjust. Saves the round. Beautifully done. How am I? I'm doing really good, actually. I just got back from Paris. It's not my first studio work. And I get quite annoyed when people think it is. But I had my first big boy studio work with Riot Games. I was doing Project Blender, and that was a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm doing really good. I think this is my last cast of the year. End it on the women's CS. How was Disneyland? It was, I only got to go for like 2.5 hours. I technically got paid for that because that was a travel day for me. But it was really good. Oh, Vushtig, what a shot, what a shot. But Disneyland was really good. I only went on one ride. Had some Mickey Mouse waffles, but I mean, I had 3 hours to kill. It was pretty good. But yeah, I mean, it's been a really good end to the year for me, I think. I've been having fun. Got to go see the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. What a time. Ooh, nice pick onto Twisted. Do not be sad's got a real angle to work with here if they don't clear her out. Oh, the Molotov, though, spreads just far enough that it's a bit of a problem. Lovely pick for... Kyler is going to be one of my players to watch, I think. Melstar. Ooh. Lighter is lucky to be alive. Lighter, 2 and 7, but also they're still winning, so who am I to complain? Tap on the defuse is going to try bait this out. Minxie holds the nerve, though. Pulls away the attention, swings wide. Issue is it's all going to fall onto Melstar. Swings out a little bit too early. Defuse will come on through. 5-7.5, not bad, but good side for the T side here for 95 Vikings. Vushtig is 15 and 8. Vushtig is genuinely a huge player to watch. I don't know how she's not like a household name. I was really glad when like 95 Vikings picked her up because then she was at least on like an established-ish name. But God, I want to see Vushtig on one of the like proper big org teams someday. I think she's really... She's also got the attitude for it as well, I think. She's got such a grind set. What about you, Alpenhirsch? How are you doing? How are you doing? How's your relaxing? Ooh, they just sidestep through all of this defense, and that's a little bit of an issue because it now all falls onto Lighter. Lighter goes down immediately. Kyoto Love is on an absolute tear. I mean, Vushtig didn't stand a chance when the other two go down. I'll start Twisted. There's no kit. There's a single smoke available, but I don't think that that's going to do much when they're so dispersed here. Nice little tap away for the first. I think this is more just about damage control than anything now. Nelstar goes down. Menya Lamoka. Menya Lamoka? Menya Lamoka. Menya Lomka. Menya Lomka. Okay. This is one of my few issues with the CIS teams, is the CIS teams always have, A, the craziest roster shenanigans. I cannot keep up with all the CIS roster shenanigans. I don't think it's possible to. Cloud 7, because that amazing one from the girls. Never break, so always a little bit to do. True. True. But hopefully, you know, you get a little bit of time to relax with the family. Ooh, nice flashbang. Unfortunately, Mac 10 to the face. Menya Lomka spraying away, isn't going to find anything else, but has got OG Marina into a lovely position to work in construction. Minxie decides to peek that one out to their demise. I mean, cheeky little peek from Melstar there. Crossfire, the bullets spray around her, but alas, no victory to be found. Cool. Here we go. Smoke goes deep. I'll level with you. I'm trying to figure out what that's going to be stopping. Answer, nothing. Odd smoke in my opinion. Maybe miss smoke, not sure. Maybe I'm just dumb. Could be any number of reasons. Either way, Norky are ahead of it. OG Marina, lovely opening pick. They've been losing a lot of these opening fights, which means that 95 Vikings content feels like they've been trying to pull it back. Lighter, good find here. Menya Lomka and OG Marina both find picks. That's going to open up the site. Minxie is in Sniper's Nest. They do have smokes for it, however, which means that's not going to be a viable position for long. Vushtig needs to go absolutely crazy in the meantime. See all of the above, yeah. Ooh, oh, I mean, if she wasn't distracted by Do Not Be Sad there, actually just gonna hop on the defuse. That's ballsy. I respect it. Are they gonna peek her? No, they're not. They're just gonna let the defuse go on through. And not only is there a team kill, Vushtig finds another pick in that. So will live and get to keep the weapon. Umenya Lomka? Umenya Lomka. Also, thank you so much. I really appreciate it when people give me pronunciation corrections because I am, unfortunately, English. And languages aren't really taught to us. I know a little bit of German. I know absolutely nothing about Polish or German. Not German, Russian. And I like to be corrected because I hate getting player names wrong. I'm going through withdrawals. Ah! I remember we were talking about I'm going through earlier, but with withdrawals is the extra context. Hello, Manu. Right. Kyler has been known to throw a spanner in the works. Oh, and Twisted as well just feeds into the nightmare. Lighter and Minxie need to get it done. Minxie taken down, sniped from the heavens. And there we go, tied up on the scoreboard, 8-8. I'm sorry, 5 for Wifey, you've come at a bad time for the 95 Viking fans. It's because my chat today keeps not sending the last one. Ah! That's fair. Twitch moment, Twitch moment. Okay. I mean, this has been an uncharacteristically slow game for Minxie. I have indeed. Oh, that might not be the right bracket. That might be Group A. You make a very good point there. Sorry. Let me fix that quickly. Update. Bosh. That's the real bracket. There you go. Okay. I knew there was something I forgot to do. There's always something. Also, I was promised a winner's interview with Minxie if they won this. So, ooh, that's a little bit messy, but it works. 1 for 1. Picked up AK. Now they can reposition. They've got players still up on A. They haven't over-rotated. This is not for Female Pro League. This is Elite FE7. This is the group stage. Top of the group qualifies into playoffs tomorrow. They don't clear Minxie. No! Oh, it's heartbreak. It's heartbreak with the dink and the head armor. Oh. Minxie's using new science. That would not surprise me. That would not surprise me. I think it's that period of time where everyone's just trying some new things over the holiday. Try a new sense, try a new mouse. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. This isn't the be-all and end-all tournaments, you know? Oh, do I still have myself tag Female Pro League? Oops. Okay, I'll deal with that at the end of the round. I'll deal with that at the end of the round. Thank you, guys. I'm dumb. I think this is a well-established fact. Okay. missed shot. I mean, yeah, very really could be a sense change. Would explain a couple of things. Again, loving Vushtik's position. Issue is, needs Minxie to be on form to bail her out of there. Actually, it's only one player. Menya Lonka is slightly further away than I thought. Do not be sad, it's not going to clear this. Oh, lovely swing up from Vushtik, and she can dip in, get the AK, and get out of dodge. And we join her team. Lighter goes down, gap in the smoke. Vushtik's going to find a second, stabbed in the back. Well, not quite, metaphorically. Shot in the back is more accurate. Kyoto Love's on site. Sleeper agent in this game. 9 and 9 to every single one of those picks has been monumental in bringing down 95 Vikings. Just a casual, yeah, wait, see if anything happens. Melstar, the weight of the world on her shoulders, takes down the player on Dumpster, but the issue is now that B site is, you know, gonna get planted on. Molotovs go to the top to stop any early peak. Smokes go on out, and this is now just buying time. They've done so much here just to establish a post plan. Melstar's just going to save the AWP. Do not blame her. I think you're going to need everything you can because money is not good right now. It is distinctly bad right now. Born to clutch, it says on the USPS. Not in this round, unfortunately. Back away. Everyone gets to save their weapons. I now need to very quickly take off the female Pro League tag and add Elite FE. Cool. Done. Bosh. Wonderful. Ooh, okay. Minxie really needs the opening pick in. Missed shot. It's been an uncomfortable game to watch from the Minxmeister. The IKEA Forks, as she has been dubbed. Born to clutch, forced to save, yep. This lead is starting to get out of hand. Really can't afford. That would have been a lovely opening pick because it would have dwindled the numbers and it would have given them way less power in this late round stab from Kyoto Love. Because she can just hang around mid here. Cut off any rotates, cut off any flank potential. That's the big one. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm getting a little nervous here. The Zywoo Mouselug. Major winner Zywoo. Melstar finds one. Minxie down with the AWP. There's the shot that we were looking for. Lighter. Oh, face first into OG Marina. Does get the pick. And this time, it's all coming up. 95 Vikings. Huzzah, we say in unison. They go to hunting for this last pick. They do not want that AWP in the next round. Unfortunately for them, there's way more than enough money to buy it again. But why not make it a little bit uncomfortable? Because you now need to look at the longevity, right? It's not just this round. They're still clawing back the lead. They need to get back to even and then take the lead. They are going to have to break the economy, and that's going to require them to do bits of damage over time. They're not actually going to rebuy the AWP in here, even with the money to do so. Ooh! That's the shot that we were looking for. Vushta gets the kill stolen there. Does, however, immediately spin back round, find one of her own. She says, fine, you want to take that one? Charity work. You have it. think they've realized there's a little bit of a gap in the information in long, but instead of fighting for it, they're just going to play on the extremities. Play on sight, far back. Lighter. Ooh, elbows spotted. They're just both jiggling the angle. Live and let live. They're going to walk away. Molotov isn't going to do anything. Vushtik standing above the flames. Really does need Lighter to keep the Molotovs flowing here to keep her safe from any potential pushes. He gets swung by multiple people here. Flash around the corner. Issue is going to be, is she ready for Do Not Be Sad? Ready, but not waiting. Umenya Lumka. Lovely spot. Lighter caught slacking. Minxie's low HP as well. Has the backup, but Do Not Be Sad. On the peak there, round the corner, caught through the smoke. Oh, it falls apart. Gonna hear the sound from that. This is uncomfy to get back into. There is kits available on both these players, but Umenya Lonka just slightly too far away, tucked too far in. Takes down both players, and that's an 11th. And 95 Vikings, they're running out of chances here. Ooh, spicy. The Vushtig carry is, you know, you just come to expect it. Ooh, Heroic is live. Is Sneaky Beaky? Ooh, is he alive and well for that? Who knows? Okay. Manulanka. Tap it away. Makes it just about avoiding death. This time they've really slowed it down, Norky. Okay. I like the slow, steady control here. Lot of presence in mid is the only worry. Minxie missed shot. Oh, that's going to be the catalyst. Vushtig needs something otherworldly. And actually has delivered just that. A three-piece. Do Not Be Sad, though, is holding for this. Knows that there's going to be a swing from one direction or the other. Has to be wary, though. Has nobody watching her back and knows she could be flanked at any second. Vushtig waiting for this. Oh, she wants the ace. Go on, let her have it. She's even put the molly down into connector, knowing full well that's very likely where that last player is going to be. And she's got the angle for this. And there it is. The Vushtig ace that we have been waiting for. Oh, I mean, there will be a tweet going out about Vushtig at some point. I mean, I won't shut up about her as a player. I kind of like the CS Source view model animation bug being back. Very nostalgic. Thank you, Volvo. Yeah. Ace, ace, ace. Exactly. Just like me for real. Just like me for real. Not getting an ace, being ace. You know. Let's not kid ourselves. I'm not getting any aces here. Vushtig starts this round as she meant to end the last with an opening pick. Minxie hits that one. Immediately background. This is the form we wanted to see. Does not outwit the sidearms. Unfortunately, that is just the power of being run at full throttle. But player advantage. And Kyla still on just the Desert Eagle. They can reinforce this A site, knowing full well that's probably going to be where they're heading. Maybe there's a little bit of a worry about Connector. That's why Meldstar's still hanging around down there. Go Minxie, go. Go Minxie, go indeed. Unfortunately not in this round. In this round it's go next. But they already had to claw back to overtime once today. I'm going to have serious words for them if they have to do it a second time. I think they won 7 in a row to get overtime in their first matchup of the day. They lost in overtime, but aside the point. Twister's got the right idea. Ooh, that little bit of util is going to give them the information that players are construction. Are they going to fight for stopping the plant go down? Yes, they are. It's not going to matter. Twisted, spotted around the corner, has to ready on up. Oh, but that's the issue is Melstar was relying on Twisted there to be the safer. And oh, Lights is such a messy spray. That's 12 and in the worst possible way. Vushnik 30 bomb incoming. I wouldn't be surprised. I'll be honest, if any team is looking to pick up a super strong, like, rifler, Vushnik. I mean, I'm hoping for the Vushnik 30 bomb. That's the issue, though, is this is so top heavy. If you look at the kills on Norki, is that everyone's going to put in their weight. There's just been, there's a reliance on Minxie in a lot of rounds to hit shots, which when she's hitting shots, they are flawless. But it's, as you said, might just be a sense change or something. With the AWP not in star power potential, Light has had a very slow map as well. To be honest with you, I've got no criticisms of Melstar in this map. It's not been like the most frag heavy, but she has been doing her job and anchoring very well. Broadcasting booth would be stupid if they do not hire. Oh, I appreciate that. If you know anybody that's hiring for 2026, my calendar is completely open. OG Marina, Pinsard has a couple of these players pinned into a corner. Melstar with 2, absolutely incredible. We talked about anchoring. Anchors down this entire area, and that's going to force them to head elsewhere. They've got bomb on back. They could potentially head up towards A. They've got no information on connector, but we know, she's got the Zywin mouse. Ooh, I mean, no complaints there. Vushtig, spin around. It's good damage. It's not quite the pick, but it's absolutely enough to hang on here. And Lighter, 1 bullet's all it's going to take. Sprays a couple of extra for good luck. 11-12. We might get our second overtime game of the day. Money is hit and miss for Norki, but there's enough money on players like Kyla that they should be able to drop. Okay, well, yes, maybe not. Super pacey out of Norki, abusing the fact that oftentimes this B-side defense has been pretty weak face value. Twisted though, hitting those shots. Thank you, we all say in unison, for another foot shot. Just what we all wanted. Bomb goes down amidst all of this chaos is the big one. And there's time for them to pull back a little bit. The issue is that these post-bomb positions aren't amazing for the angle that 95 Vikings are approaching at. Vushtig gets 2 there. That kind of feels like it's done and dusted. Rumenia Lomka needs to find something. Isn't finding anything. Kyla's left alone. Has been super clutch, but you've got so many bodies. You can just human meat shield this. And that they do. And we're going overtime. I don't even think that's a hot take. I don't even think that's a hot take, Manio. I think that is just a correct take. I think the only reason people might consider it a hot take is the Vushtig isn't a very well-known name. Like, I love Ida and D7. I adore them to pieces. Very, very good players. I think that individually, Vushtig is definitely the best player that didn't play in Season 8. Also, D7 and Ida ended up playing on Nokami, who did very well anyway. Yeah, that's my take. I think that it's only a hot take because the only names that people will give you are people that have played. Like, I don't think Vushtig has played a season of VSL Impact. I don't think she has. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she played a season a while ago, but I don't think she's played any of the last couple of seasons. She's played in things like ISF. That's where I know her from. And more people should know her. So I think it's a hot take just off of the fact that people don't know who Vushtig is. And that alone is criminal. This has just become a Fushtig Glaze Fest. I'll stand on it, though. I mean, when you're 32 in regulation. You can't see me, but I'm doing the face. You know, the... Oh, oh. Okay. Very quiet from Norky, which has got 95 Vikings a little uncomfy. Do not be sad to waiting. They've actually taken way more space than expecting. Oh, what a headshot. The AWP from Do Not Be Sad. Melstar is going to find a trade on the other side of the map. Nixie. Oh, not even time to scope in there. This is the CIS speciality. Mixed teams with firepower for days. Vushtig knows the OG Marina is here somewhere. Is going to fall nonetheless. Had the idea, but OG Marina just clinical. Playing 2 Impact Cash Cups. I figured as much, as I don't think I'd seen her in any of the main seasons. Again, criminal. I really hope that another big TO steps up because I want to shine a light on more talent. Do not be sad, just pop it. But I mean, you know you're winning so hard when your AWPer is just popping the balloons. Be twisted. Is she looking for a last minute prey? Yeah, unfortunately, you're not going to be allowed a last minute hop on the defuse there. Nuh-uh, not today. There's only one big TO. Wow. Not TO, but there is only one big in my heart. Me when bigger keeper is better than Big's main roster. You can quote me on that. I feel kind of bad. I have a place in my heart for Tabson, but also I only speak facts here. Oh, Vushtig taken down before the smoke even gets to blossom. I hope JB will work out well. I'm hoping they'll let me cast that. I'm really hoping they let me cast that. Oh, long distance has been their kryptonite. For Norky, they have been abusing these long-range fights. I miss the days where everyone on Big had a capital N at the end of their name. Like Searson, Tabson, Tizian. Who else was on that lineup? You know the lineup where they all had a capital N at the end? I miss those days. I miss those days. Smoke goes over the top. 3 versus 3. There's still a player on site. They've got to deal with Twisted, though. They deal with Twisted. They want the best coverage. Oh, I appreciate that. I hope so. Molly goes in. It's not going to find anyone. Minxie's got a really close angle. And they're so tunnel visioned. Oh, they're so tunnel visioned. On Kyoto Love, the Umenyalonka doesn't even factor. More JBDs. Yeah, I mean, I think my main switch is going to be over towards Valorant next year, but I'm still going to be covering as much of the women's scene as possible. Because somebody's got to, and I love the scene with my whole heart and more. I also think that, I always try not to sound ego with this, I think that I'm a really good caster to pick up for leagues like this, just because I watch all of the tournaments. So I know about a lot of the underdog teams and players. I recognize a lot more names. I was kind of hurt that I didn't get asked to consult on the HLTV Award nominations because they asked Lucy, Brandon, Freddie, and Newt. Newt, good call. Lucy, Brandon, good calls. Freddie, smart, but also I feel like I would have been pretty good option. I'm not gonna lie to you. But it's fine. I do this for the love of the game. I'm also doing this for the love of Minxie on the Scout. I've seen Minxie do despicable things on the Scout. I have played pugs with Minxie where she has done despicable things on the Scout. So like I'm not gonna diss. Not yet. Lighter long range. We talked about these, the long range fights. Messi for the first is traded on out. 1-for-1 on the CT side isn't the most fun in the world. But it's a start and it puts a little bit of a spanner in the works. Norky, although don't seem deterred by this at all, just going to continue pushing. A little bit of presence everywhere over towards the A side of the map. Is it Vutig? Okay. I would have thought, because it was German, it would have been a Vush, like with a V. Vutig. Okay. I'm learning things. I'm learning things. Like Vushtig. Okay. I'm getting two very contradictory things. Oh, what was that pick from OG Marina? It's criminal. Oh, Kyoto Love. Dispatches the situation. Lovely from Minxie, but still 2 players to go. Switches over to the AK. Issue is that the Orc's going to swing on the left. HE's not going to do enough damage to kill anyone, running out of bullets. I mean, she's on with a sidearm. She manages to dodge there? No. I mean, she's not got the time. She's not got the time is the only thing. Yeah, this is the issue that I have, is that I rate Vuchtig. Oh my god, I'm just gonna... I'm scared to pronounce it wrong now. I rate this team, I rate Vuchtig and Vuchtig. I'm just gonna ask her later. I rate her and Minxie really highly. I think this roster isn't one that works just yet in this iteration. It has potential and it's got a lot of really good players, but I don't think this is the roster that is going to serve these individuals the best. Thank you for West Games. No worry, thank you for giving me banging games to cast. 1 sec, let me have a look at the Group A standings. Now everything's... I'm assuming, is everything finished? I don't know. No, you lost the game. I'm so sorry. Commiserations. Really well fought. That game versus FlameSharks Fe. Also, amazing game from you. You were like 17-7 at one point, and we were just losing our minds. Awesome. Yeah, I think that's the thing, is that I know a lot of players who are incredible, but they change their sensitivity so much. Did we not learn from Borup? Is it Borup? Boros. Boros, sorry. Borup, different player. Borup comes to Epic Lands. Very nice. Live Go Nation. There was mad Jody glazing going on. I even got an Eden reference in at some point, you know. It was the whole shebang. Big up the UK scene. Jody's gonna save us all. Screw Messi. Don't need him. Cypher, who's that? Don't get me started on the S word. Okay. HE's go over the top. This is it. This is series point. Lots of early damage. Lots of early chip damage. Yes. I'm not going to say it. It's bad luck. It's bad luck. If I say it 3 times, he might appear. And I'm scared. There's very few people that I'm genuinely, like, outright scared of. I'm, like, nervous. I get starstruck around people. There's few people I'm scared of, you know? He was an ESL Impact coach during Season 7, actually. What a time. What a time to be alive, bro. Sure. Yeah, When he's around, no. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Please don't kill me. Please don't. Right. Looking in for the game. Looking in for the game. Very slow round here from 95 Vikings. I like they've got a lot of mid control. Although Kyler has been a player that can single-handedly destroy rounds. There's the opening pick. That's where it starts to fall apart. Minxie gets one. 1-for-1 trade. Do not be sad. Has to deal on the side with Wuttig. I'm not sure. I'm scared now. OJ Marina needs to step up. Does indeed. Minxie with a sidearm. Tries to run them down. It all comes tumbling. It's now all left on Twisted. 3 gun barrels looking her way. And Norky reigns supreme. 95 Vikings. Another upset. Despite the best attempts of some of these players. Oh my god, it's been said in chat. Commiserations to 95 Vikings. And you know what? A commiseration huzzah. It's a sad one. It's filled with upset. But GG to Norky. I mean, I was a little bit surprised. I'll be honest with you. I'll level with you. When I saw the team that beat 95 Vikings lose to this team, I was like, damn, okay. And then it was a really slow start. And I was like, maybe I'm just missing something. Maybe I'm just missing something. I was not. It was an unfortunate ending there. Hazant. Yes, Hazant, definitely. That is going to be... I don't know if there's many other games actually still going on. Group A's finished. Let me pull all this over to the other side. We're going to go through the results, and we're going to see if there's any games still going. But yeah, huge congrats to Norky there. What's that? Minxie, are you playing on a new sense, if we're okay to ask? Just because, love you to pieces, you're one of my up-and-coming players to watch. Was not your best game this season. Do Not Be Sad is a player that I saw the username of once, loved, and then she was AWPing and she actually did pretty good. Right, let's go through the groups. Group A, we have... Ooh, this game's still going. 13-12. Okay. Mouse glitched out. Is this the new Zywoo mouse? Words for Zywoo. Words to be had with Zywoo then. Group B has concluded. Oh, that one hurts a little bit, but New Need a Chance is looking good, I guess. I mean, pretty clinical. I mean, they lost to Hindsight, but I mean, who isn't losing to Hindsight? That's all I'm saying. Hindsight, again, flawless in the group. So it'll be Hindsight going through from that group, I'm guessing. So like, I had to switch myself. So yeah, that'll be Hindsight going through from that group. Win-Win Female coming through from this group because they were the only team able to play. Standings for this group. Norky will go through, which is exciting. I mean, I'm happy to see more of Do Not Be Sad. And then this group, a lot is riding on this. But this is being covered by the French group. Do we want to watch the last little bit of the game? Oh, yeah, screw it. Let's do it. Let's go for it, right? We'll watch the last little bit of this game. Okay, let's get this up and running. As a treat. As a treat. Okay. Let me finish up predictions. Choose outcome. My alt account is going to get very rich from that. No, this is not match fixing. It's channel points, and I had to make sure that there would be a prize on the line for if 95 Vikings won. Okay, let me quickly change. FlameSharks Fe versus DesperateGirls. Done. Commands. I'll just put not applicable for now. Too much effort to change it. Okay, right. Are we ready, everybody? Correct answer. Let's go. Right. Another overtime game. I believe points. It is unfortunate. Right. What are we seeing here? What do we got here? CIS Derby. Okay. Got the mid-control. A lot of space to work with. Actually, really nice extremities hold here from Desperate Girls. They go in towards A. They're going to be playing very contact initially, but they've got that player up long as that second pincer. They go B. It's already being watched. Oh, the duck on down. Cold Hurt. Clean shot. Bomb's going to go down. Retake is fairly far removed from everything. I like that they're sending MB through tunnels. It is, however, being very aggressively held by Avarona's AWP here. Back spotted, a pixel's all she needs. Dispatched off, I think you just want to save your weapons here. There's nothing, you're not winning this out. There is a kit, but there's no util. Lots of OT stake, but that's good, isn't it? That's good. It means that the games are competitive, which means the scene's in a good place. I mean, Neosnoznala wants to make it expensive. I mean, she's even holding for this. Ooh, if that shot connected. You feel that in your chest. Okay. I'm also going to quickly message Fushtig just to make sure that I know how to pronounce her name. Oh, it's not Sneaky doing there. Okay, it's not Sneaky on the heroic stream. I'm upset by that. I'm deeply hurt. I miss Sneaky Beaky. Tatty, good shot. Avaroda. Nade, it's going to be nice. Fatal's going to take a hefty chunk of damage from that one. Good shot from Cold Hurt. They bring this back. They want this done in regulation. Fatal. Oh, the adjust. Not quite good. And the double swing there. Avarona good for the trade. Knows there's another player there, so has to put the Molotov to buy space. Oh, the HE as well doesn't quite do enough, and the Molotov didn't spread. Have a nice class. Thank you very much, Minx, and commiserations on the game. Much love for the whole team. Algiri. Tucked on in. Molly to stop Eddie. Plant going down on site. This is a lovely flank there from Tatty. Not even expecting it. Is being held there by Algiri, but the bomb can just rotate. Actually, the call, whether you want to turn your back, no, they don't. They know they're going to be chased, and they're just going to hold for it. Knows that one pixel they need. Now back in the lead, FlameSharks Fe. So, to pronounce. Yeah, I've asked how to pronounce the German bastion's name. Okay. I've been staying Stormier. But it might be Stormio. I don't know. This is the issue, is I don't get to speak to a lot of these players. I'm going to do a lot of reaching out, and I think I'm going to put together a pronunciation doc. I think is the way to go. That's what I was trying to do with the Mega Doc originally. Throw it back to the Mega Doc, bro. I'm bringing that back. New Year's project. Okay. Ooh, nice swing. Lovely adjustment. Cold Heart, underrated AWPer. Underrated AWPer. MB is finding impact with the XM. Oh, and is luring them into another fight here as well. Finds 2 more, 3 more. That's a 4K with the XM. Nobody can ever tell me it's a bad weapon. Nobody can ever tell me it's a bad weapon. Oh, it's just a shotgun. It's just a shotgun. Nuh-uh. Mm-mm. Okay, right. It's beautiful. It's so well done. And it brings them to another overtime. Okay. Tatty out before all of the util. Good trade. Valencia attention being called away to have a look towards mid. There's a smoke in the way, but they are just preparing for a doors push. Valencia's going to have been heard. Ooh, spotted as well. But that's it. The bait and switch for Neosnos Nala's AWP. Lovely adjustment from Averona there. Good pick to find. Gives them the space to work and me up long. Unfortunately, Stormio, attention distracted, now leaves Averona in a really uncomfortable situation. Does have her teammate on hand. And actually, it's a one-dimensional approach to this retake. But the issue is a storm of bullets comes their way. And that's going to be round 16 on the board. Not round 16, but 16th round on the board. Where the Stormy was taken. Probably, actually. That would make a lot of sense. That would make a lot of sense. I've never been so insulted about being British as Vuchtig saying, it's difficult for English people, probs. I'm aware that we are dumb and bad with our languages. I'm so sorry. Let me try though. I wanna try. I wanna try get people's heads on. I've never before I've been so offended by something I 100% agree with. Okay, tunnels control is good. A little bit of mid presence. There's only one. Well, Valencia's close enough by. Is rotating back on towards B because they've not heard anything out towards long. They've got no eyes on mid, so they're very much flying blind here, DesperateGirls. Lovely flash. Fully blind. Nothing they can do. Ujiri to open up the smoke. Ooh, I think just about spotted Averona, but not enough to find the pick. Just a scent. Neosnos Nala jumped on up. Awkward angle to try and make it work here. Fatal's holding for it. Headshot clean. 2 versus 4. You know they're likely coming from doors or from window here. Weapon dropped. AWP picked up. Tati's going to try punish this AWP sneak away. This is a great way for punish fun. Yeah, I could. MB's making it hurt. Fatal's going to go down to the bomb. Doesn't really matter in OT at this point. 16-16. Right. Locking in. Smoke's going out to try deny anybody holding them off from long. Actually, they're not even going to have a look long. They just want all out B attack. Well, actually, it turns out the B in attack stands for actually pushing sight. Makes sense of that one. Checkmate, atheists. None of the smoke goes on through, which is a problem, because After Drugs, which is a player who had a really standout game earlier. If you weren't here for the DesperateGirls game versus Hanbaobao, boy, was After Drugs causing problems. Many, many problems. Huge problems. Humongous, dare I say. After Drags, not gonna be checked. Good for 1, but only 1. Actually, 2 kills coming on through gives them a path up long. Very quick on the rotate means that they're not even gonna get a window of opportunity here. They're gonna have to continue battling tooth and nail. You've got MB who's just gonna give a double check through doors to make sure no one's pushing mid. Quick spot, no one's there. Nosnala finds 1. Valencia goes down. You know where the AWP is. You don't really want to push it. Jumping AWP, it's not for everyone, but Neosnos had a hell of a game. Trying to chip away here. There it is, the distraction for Averona to swing. The high, low, and fatal to close out the half. Then beating Hanbaobao will feel better. Exactly. Okay. 1 round up at the half for FlameSharks Fe. I can't look back at the history and tell you who had a better CT side because I don't know. Alright. Look at that flying up mid there from After Drugs. I mean, that was unprecedented speed. They've met no resistance. In fact, they've had no real problems in mid. Occasionally, there's been a cheeky little bit of a doors hold, but... Drop down. Orb's gonna push on forward. I love how far After Drugs has already managed to get. Unspotted, unchecked. About to wreak havoc on you and your Nan's Day. There's the first. Orb goes down. Orb hits the ground like a sack of potatoes. Fatal on the Orb does find a balancing kill. Karmic Retribution bringing all things back to equal. Case in point, there we go. 3 versus 3 still. Just Verona here on this A site though. Rotate's not going to be quick enough over. They're going to need something to deter them. Actually, Verona playing from spawn isn't the best angle to hold this. So bomb will go down. Still very worried about anything up long because they've had a very one-dimensional approach to coming into sight. HE goes crazy. Actually, no it doesn't. My bad. Clipping is weird. Stormy and Verona both find their picks, and the retake is all but confirmed here. MB spotted. 3 players. They're just making sure they get a little bit of a differential on levels, so they cannot all be taken out in one foul swoop. Baiting out the peak with the tap. Successful in the baiting, and will reap the reward of an 18th on the board. Now, 1 round away from victory. Yeah. (18-16). 2 rounds in a row needed for another overtime. Oh, lovely flash, but it doesn't matter. Fatal. And there's Tati as well for the reposition if they do try to re-swing this. They don't. Smoke to go out means they don't even really have to hold this, which means Fatal's attention can be turned back towards mid, where they know there has been a gaping hole in info, a gaping hole in control. Molly gets extinguished. Little unfortunate, but... You know, I know, they know. It's not going to matter too much. The light has just gone out in my room. That's probably not good. I'm sure it's fine. Okay. Verona with a 2-piece. That's huge. After Drugs, monumental standout player. But cold hurt so quick. Algiri stuck and being cornered on all sides. And Stormy-O, the final pick. Stormy gets it done. Verona, beautiful game. But honestly, really strong game from a lot of these players. Neos Noznal, I mean, ever the Bastion. Yeah, sorry, you're going to have to see me with my... my lights gone off. In the dark, monitor bright, giant Pepsi Max. How did you know? It's almost out though, that's the issue. But yeah, huge congratulations to FlameSharks Fe. Just clinching out in that double overtime. In fact, flawless really, other than that first round. Just really nicely done. Commiserations to Desperate Girls. That means they will not progress, I don't think, in this group. So that should be all of the games for group stage done. So let's have a little bit of a mosey then. So, Group A, standings. FlameSharks Fe with 2 wins, 1 loss, and considering they beat DesperateGirls, who was the other team on 2-1 with better differential, should be FlameSharks Fe going forwards. In Group B, it will be Hindsight. In Group C, it's Win-Win Female. And then in Group D, it is Norky. Those are your winners from today. They will play in what I am assuming is a single elimination best of 3 bracket tomorrow. Not sure what the bracket is going to look like for that, but of course there will be an English stream right here. Likelihood is we will be casting whatever game is not on Minlay and the French Twitch channel. So that one we might not necessarily get too much choice in. Cool new hair color. Thank you. The camera's not really doing justice to how purple it is. It is luminous purple. But thank you. But yeah, that is probably going to be it from me. I'm just going to quickly figure out raiding into Minalay's Twitch, I think. Just to make sure that we're passing it on, passing it forward. Don't even know if they're going to have much still going. We'll raid out into them in a sec. Oh, I need to... No, I didn't do predictions for that one. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. It's been an amazing first day. I got a little off topic in a couple of places there. But it is what it is. Thank you, everyone, for joining. It has been an absolute pleasure. We'll be back tomorrow for the playoffs. It's been great to be back. Final casts of the year. You're all incredible. Congratulations to everyone who won and progressed to the next stages. Commiserations to everyone who did not. It's been some really, really good games. But yeah, I am going to get you guys ready to go over to Minalay's channel. Thank you very much, everyone. Go say hi to them for me. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Much love to you all. And yeah, goodbye.